Okay. Well.
Fortunately, I'm already airborne, I believe. Yes.
You are already airborne. So you guys tell me what you want to do, what you guys plan with each other, whatever it is you want to do. You tell me.
Is there a divider between the two?
Between the two stairways, yes. There's a metal divider.
I will climb on top of that because I don't trust the fact that it's moving.
Okay. Go ahead and make your agility check. I think it's an agility check.
That's a D20.
That's a D20.
I got a 13.
Okay. So let me take a look here. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on.
My dex is 14, so.
So you are able to stay kind of more or less there on that center thing, but there's like a piece of rubber that's moving at the same time that you're trying to maintain your stability. Divider, you will be slowed in your movement and you will have negatives to your rolls. You can feel that you're not very stable.
Okay.
So anyone else before we resolve Garfield?
Pert is going to, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Pert is going to hide behind the nearest, biggest other individual member of the party.
Okay, yes. That's fine. That seems like a good plan. Anyone else?
I'll just go up the stairs.
Okay.
Garfield would like to do.
Go ahead, Garfield.
Garfield would like to activate one of his skills.
Okay.
Because I suspect something bad is going to happen. I don't know why. I'd like to turn on my force screen if I can.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right.
Fortunately, you have to roll 5d6 to figure out how many points of damage I don't take before I burst into flames.
I will do so. Let's see. One moment.
Because apparently I don't know what that number is.
That is correct. And
it sucks.
So what it is, it can absorb up to 5 hit points per round, up to a. I understand it works. So it's like it shields the first 5 hit points of damage, but every time it's hit and absorbs that damage, it goes against a total. And once that total is exceeded, it goes down for the rest of the day and isn't available again until tomorrow. So so anything else, guys, before we resolve Garfield? Okay, so here's where we are. Bert is very reasonably hiding behind other characters. Lena is at the base of the escalator. Dr. Bayard is starting up, as is Lena. Lena is trying to do it on the center divide, so there's some stability there. Dr. Bayard, but you notice it's very shaky. Let's see. I guess Aurora is at the. It was Aurora, not Lena, who is at the base of the escalator. So I guess Pert is hiding behind Aurora. And of course, Garfield is getting ready to fly through the gap, which is over the right-hand side escalator. Correct, Garfield?
Okay.
So somebody needs to roll initiative for the party.
I don't know where the dice roller is, so it won't be me.
If you want to use the one, are you wanting to be in the voice channel chat? Because it's very easy to pull it up.
Where we are now, I assume. So
let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh, I found it. There it is.
There we go. All righty. So it should be there. And so somebody will need to roll Let me take a look here.
A D something.
Yeah, D6.
Oh. Okay.
Alrighty. So you got a 2. Let's see.
We go second. Yay.
Let me see here. Okay, so the first roll is actually okay. This is from pages 44 to 45 of the book. So that first roll, I'm going to do a contested roll, and that will determine if there's a surprise element. Okay. Oops. So it does look like Garfield, despite being aware that there might be something going on, as you were flying up, you were kind of expecting the possibility that you would be attacked as you entered the.
The detonation vaporizes the building. Everybody wrote new characters. The detonation vaporizes the building. Everybody wrote new characters.
At that point, it might be better to start a new campaign if that happened. So let's see.
I did have a game where one of the things that happened was someone triggered a trap that blew up an entire room and killed like half the party.
Oh, gracious. Well, that does happen. I mean, it sucks, but it happens.
That was in one of the Hyperborea games I was in. Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
So
30 years ago.
basically, what happens to Garfield is that 6, it's almost like long darts. They look like candy canes. But they have sharp edges, or at least the sharp edge coming at you.
Yeah.
So let's see. I got to do some rolls here. Yeah, that didn't work. That's not at all what I was looking for. Oh well, I'll just use the. One of these days, I'll figure out how BDR does what it does. Let's see. So that's a 17.
That you'll come to a conclusion you think you know, and then realize you actually don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had that with way too many bits of complicated software. It's like, is this how this works? No, apparently not.
So let's see. They will hit you, Garfield, on greater than or equal to an 11. They do have a bonus, but it looks like only 2 of them hit you out of the 6 that are thrown at you. So let's see. Javelins are surprisingly capable in this game. So the 2 javelins that hit you, one is 2 points of damage, which is blocked by your force screen. And the force screen itself takes 2 points of permanent damage. And then the second one does 4 points of damage, which again is blocked by your force screen, which also fully absorbs the damage. So let me do a quick notation. Let's see. Okay. I'm having to deal with numbers. No. It's like, how did I become a software engineer? I'm terrible at this.
Math.
For initiative. Which will allow the rest of the party to do something as well as Garfield.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Sickleman rolled a 1. Which one of you guys were rolling for the party?
Oh,
I assume Sylvia was.
Okay.
So
Well, I was rolling for myself because I don't have any bonus. So.
oh yeah, we do party initiative because it's
Okay.
Mutant Future.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So you're supposed to roll
so you roll
for
1d6
everybody. Yeah.
and subtract and add the bonus of the highest dex character in the party. So
That's not me.
okay, so you say you rolled a 5. Okay. So I'll say the party goes first. So here's what's happened. Again, let's give everybody their position. Garfield was flying up to the entrance and got 6 javelins thrown at him out of the darkness, 2 of which hit his force screen. They did not penetrate through to hurt him, but they did damage his screen. So it has less capability than it did. Again, Dr. Bayard is on the rickety escalator. Lena is on the even more rickety center partition. Hurt is hiding behind Aurora, who is currently at the base of the escalator, but not yet on it. And Garfield is still kind of flying around up in the air. So you guys go first.
Hmm.
I'm actually supposed to ask you to declare actions before we do initiative, but I won't
Right,
worry
but
about
like
that right now.
I don't have line of sight, so I would need to get to some place where I could like see something.
Everyone saw that.
So like I kind of guess which direction they came from, but I also know that that's outside my line of sight, so I'm just gonna have to move someplace. I guess I'll get off the center divider because that would be like closer to the side that's like not moving anyway. So I'll climb into the non-moving side and see if I can get to where I can see them.
Yeah, okay. So you can move all the way up. Let me see. Let me double check and make sure that this is correct. Okay. Yeah. I think you have to roll another dex check since you're moving on that shaking partition. PJ?
Actually, you know what? I'll do the one in the chat thing so everyone can see that. Oh, there it is. Oh, got a 10 this time.
Oh dear. So the good news is you don't fall. The bad news is that you don't make any progress. The center partition is shaking so badly, and that rubbery thing is just, you're trying to avoid falling, and it just kind of gets in your way. So you do make an effort. You don't fall. You don't take any damage, but you don't make any forward movement either. Who wants to go next? Dr. Bayard, Dr. Bayard, you're on the escalator. What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, keep going up.
All right.
While I can.
Now, yeah, what's interesting is you actually a dex check because the escalator is moving up. It's shaky. It kind of makes you wobbly and unstable, but you don't actually have to make a check. So you are able to move up to the top this round. That will, however, take all of your movement. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see who we've had. Let's see. We've had Lena go. We've had Dr. Bayard go. Who wants to go next?
I will climb. I will go on the escalator after Dr. Bayard.
Okay. Again, if you're wanting to go all the way to the top behind Dr. Bayard, you can. But because of how rickety and unstable it all is, that will be your action for the round, is getting up to the top.
Okay.
All righty. Let's see. I believe we have Field and Pert left.
Well,
Which one of
Pert
you
is
wants to go
going
next?
Pert's going to move around to the other side. So both sides are moving now. One's moving down and one's moving up.
Actually, the left
Correct.
side is not moving at all. That's the blocked side. the one that has a bunch of detritus and blockage on the left-hand side, it's not moving at all. The right-hand side is moving up, but it's kind of rickety. You'll notice that Dr. Bayard and Aurora are a little unstable, but they were able to get up to the top. Lena clearly is trying to get up to the top as well using the center partition, but is having difficulty making any progress. And Garfield is still flying. We don't know what he's done yet.
No, Pert doesn't want to be down at the bottom by himself, so he's gonna scamper over to the bottom of the escalator and test out the moving steps and try to climb on there. And if he's successful, then he's gonna just kind of stay on the step as it moves up. With his,
He will
with his
be.
shield
He will
over.
be. You can tell that you're unstable. It's kind of jerky and a little difficult, but you can make your way up behind Aurora and Dr. Bayard.
All right.
And that leaves Garfield. Garfield, you have been attacked by candy canes. What do you do, man?
Candy cane javelins, no less.
Exactly.
Must be
Sharpened
fun.
candy canes.
So it seems. I don't know. Curious what was nibbling on the end of them. All right. So what can I see from my flying vantage point? Or
You can still see that dark entrance that the escalators lead up to.
Okay.
You've seen that Dr. Bayard, Aurora, and your lately arrived party member, Pert, have kind of made their rickety, wobbly way up the moving right escalator, which is going upward. You see that Lena is kind of struggling to get up the center divide. It's a little worse to get up because it's not stairs than the escalator, from what you can see. You have not taken any damage from the sharpened candy canes, but you didn't really see. I mean, you knew they came from the entrance to the second floor, but you didn't really see what threw them.
I have to look up a power to see how this thing works. I wish there's an index in this damn thing.
Yeah. That's a frequent problem with the OSR is the lack of indexes. I know you have wings, which allow you to fly. You have combat empathy, which makes you +1 to hit and +3 on your attacks. You do have your force screen. You have mind reflection and your prehensile tail, and you do have claws.
True. All right. I'm thinking if I'm flying high enough that I can see into the open black space, I want to get closer. And as I get closer, I'm going to fire my crossbow into the darkness, essentially.
I think I will treat that as a kind of perception check. Go ahead and roll a d20. I don't think you'll have any bonus because your will is 12. So just roll a d20 and let's see where you come out.
Okay. I'm gonna swing better.
You can't quite see anything up there, but I will say that you do hear something. You hear this kind of high-pitched laughter and these kind of clicking sounds, almost like you don't really know what a clock is, but you've heard clockworks because you're a seeker and you've encountered mechanical devices before. It sounds kind of clicky and clanky, and you hear high-pitched laughter, but you don't actually see anything.
Okay. All right. So because I'm airborne, what is the limit of my movement?
Let's see. I think your movement is the same. The only difference is you are flying. So it would be your standard movement, but in the air.
Okay. So then from my vantage point, can I fly into the open space?
I will say that you can, yes.
Well, since I've already been shot at, I mean, I know there's people in there, but we have to get in there first. And somebody has to scout. So yeah, I'll fly into the space, crossbow at the ready.
Okay. So let me give you guys 2 images in the voice text chat. The first shows you what area you guys are in on the first floor, which is the escalator. So like we're in Mutant Future Voice, and as you know, that has a text chat as well. It's where you've been rolling your dice.
Uh-huh. Oh,
So there you go, guys. That shows you the first floor view of the escalator section.
Okay.
And then Garfield, and I don't care if anybody else sees it, it's not a big deal. Here is where you're coming out on the second floor, and you see 6 hideous looking little creatures. Let me
Do they
show
look
them
like
to
they're
you.
attacking downstairs?
I like them, but kind of unlike them. Let me show you the image. And again, I'm posting this in the voice channel's text chat.
Oh.
And there you go. And that's what they look like. And the faces are rigid. They're frozen in that same smile. They all look the same. They all have the claws and spikes.
Oh.
And you can hear that both the clanking sound and the chittering is coming from them. And because you did not have to expend your full movement as your only action this round, because you flew in, you do get an attack.
Well, then the one closest facing me, I'll go ahead and try to pincushion him with my crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, 1. All right. Yeah, 13.
I think that hits. Let me double check my chart. But I'm pretty sure it does. Because it's missile attack. Yep, you needed exactly 13.
Okay.
Good work. So now you can roll your damage.
Okay. I gotta see what that is. Let's see. Oh, D8. Okay, yeah, cool. All right. So, channel. There we go. Oh, 8 points. Cool.
Ouch. Okay. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to admit I have to check their stat. No, there we go. Okay, I found it. So the one you shoot is dead as a doornail. You hit him. It hits the middle of his face. The face plate shatters, and it goes through whatever's there and out, and it falls down to the ground. Something about the face underneath the plate seems odd to you. But of course, it's kind of dark and this is very fast action and you're in the middle of a fight. So you can't really see it. Maybe once you are able to get up close, but not right now. Okay. So there you are. There they are. They still have sharpened candy canes. They squeal with rage that you have destroyed one of them. And so since you're still, so they see you and they see Dr. Bayard. So let me make a random roll here. So 2 of them will attack Dr. Bayard and 3 will attack you. So let's resolve the ones against Garfield first. Oh yeah, that's a hit. And that's another hit. And that is also a hit.
Cool.
So let's see how much damage your force screen takes. It is theoretically possible for them to penetrate it and give you 1 hit point of damage. Otherwise, your force screen will mostly block. Nope, that blocks. That barely blocks. That also blocks. And now your force screen is down to 2 total hit points damage remaining.
Yeah.
But you do not take any harm this round. Okay, so let's go back to Dr. Bayard. And let's see, Dr. Bayard, you get up to the top And you see 6 of these hideous little creatures, which I posted the picture of. Garfield flies through in a flash because he's an annoying damn cat, and they do that. And he, you see, he strikes quickly and gets a really good hit on one of them. It shatters its face mask, and for the briefest instant, you see the face behind the mask as the bolt goes straight through its head. And something about it makes you uncomfortable, but you don't really see it clearly, and it hits the ground, and of course, you can't really see it now. You don't see any blood or viscera or anything like that. It's not like brains went flying. But something about the face behind the mask bothered you, but it was just there for a moment. So then 2 of them attack you instead of Garfield the flying cat, since they see you there and realize that, hey, they've made it up the stairs. So let's see what happens. So that's a 10 and a 3. The 3, of course, will miss. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure the other one will miss too. Let's see. Let me double check. Trying to remember. You got to look at your character sheet, Dr. Bayard. Sorry. Yeah, your AC is 9, unfortunately. So, but wait a second. Oh, wait, a 10's still not enough, though. So those 2 candy canes, one of them just goes way off. I mean, doesn't even come close to hitting you. It hits a wall. Here it hits somewhere, but it's not you. The other one comes close, but it goes like right past you and impacts the wall behind you. So that is the end of the first regular round. So somebody roll party initiative on a 1d6, and I will roll for the enemy. Declare your actions, please, before we roll initiative. Let's see. So Garfield, what are you going to do?
Garfield is dropping his heavy crossbow because it takes too long to reload, and pulls out his mace to attack.
Okay. Let's see. And then what will Dr. Bayard do? What's your plan for this round?
I'm going to use the heavy crossbow.
Gotcha. Aurora, what is your plan for the round? Remember,
Yes,
you're not. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no, I assume if I'm already up, I will use the crossbow if I'm able
Okay.
to. If not,
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume Dr. Bayard will move out of your way, and then you'll be able to get up and
I
attack.
heard the noise, so I started to get my crossbow ready.
Oh yeah, there's a fight going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no question. So Lena, you're down at the bottom of the escalator. You were not able to move up. You do hear that a fight is happening. What is your plan for the round?
Get to the top of the escalator because, like, I can tell that the other members of the party have seen something and started attacking something, and I need to get over there so I can help.
Okay. And then finally, Pert, you're kind of the tail gunner behind Aurora. Are you going to try to move up and attack? What are you going to do?
Yeah, he's gonna try to scramble between the other 2 to try to get up and through the hole.
Okay.
And squeeze his way through there.
Okay. All right. So as I understand everyone's plan, Garfield will attack with his mace. Dr. Bayard will attack with his heavy crossbow, moving out of the way of Aurora, who will move up and attack with her heavy crossbow. Lena is going to try to get to the top of the escalator, and Pert will also move. Is that everyone's actions?
Correct.
Planned actions. Okay. All right. Now we can roll initiative. So whoever wants to can roll for the party. 1d6 plus the highest agility modifier.
Oh no.
What is our current? what is our agility modifier?
It's the modifier associated with your dex. Sorry, guys. I keep talking Red Room.
Right.
I'm saying agility instead of dexterity, but it's, as you know, it's the same stat.
Right. But in my case, it's a 1. Who is the highest?
I think the highest is Garfield, who's I believe dex 15, which would make him +1. So it would be a 1d6 plus 1. So Bingo Man's 1 would become a 2.
Okay.
Let me roll for the monsters. Let's see. Let me check and see what they're. If they have a bonus, I doubt they do. But let me check and see if they have a bonus. Oh, come on, show me. I absolutely hate how they're so bad about their character. Their NPC things are terrible.
Everything's going well until you hear Kurt yell the terrible phrase, "Fire in the hole!"
I don't think they have a bonus, so everybody goes at once. So what will happen is that everybody's actions will go off and we'll resolve them at the end of the round. But they're simultaneous. So let me go ahead and get the monsters out of the way. Since the actions are simultaneous, I'm going to assume that they are able to fire on Garfield, Aurora, Bayard, and Pert, who would be up at the top of the stairs. So that's 4. So there's 5 of the enemy left. I'm going to assume 2 on Garfield because he's clearly the biggest killed people, and resisted damage. And then 1 for each of the remainders. So let me resolve Garfield first. And remember, this doesn't take effect until the end of the round because everything is happening at the same time. So let's see. For Garfield, there is 1 hit. And it only does 1 point of damage. You have 1 hit point left in your force screen. So let's see, Dr. Bayard.
Okay.
They missed Dr. Bayard. So, Dr. Bayard, thus far, the enemy is succeeding at missing you. And they miss Aurora. Ooh, and they hit Pert. Let's see. Unfortunately, Pert, the candy cane scratches you. Well, I guess it's more than a scratch, but anyhow, it only gets you for 2 points of damage.
I have to say that it's amusing to me that the guy who's hiding behind one of the other players like a human shield got hit and the human shield didn't.
Welcome to the
He
simplified.
ran forward.
Yeah,
That's what
welcome
he
to
gets.
welcome to the simplified combat system of Mutant Future. So let's see. So now again, remember the effects don't take place until the end of the round. So now the party is able to resolve their actions, and let's just go in the same order. Garfield, go ahead and roll your mace attack.
Okay.
Boom shaka boom. Roll your damage.
Okay. Now I just realized my combat empathy apparently runs all the time, so I'm always through +3 to hit or +3 to damage.
You're Mr. Tank.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My understanding with the combat empathy thing is just like it's a passive effect.
With 9 points, I smash him over the head and crush him.
You very much do. So let's assume this is the one who managed to make contact with his javelin. That's why he was so ineffective, because you were crushing his skull at the same time. You see the mask shatter. Roll a d20.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
The time to roll sanity.
Even as it collapses and you see wires and little sprockets come out of its skull, you also see the face of one of the missing children.
Ew, that's not good.
So, but this is only for Garfield. You're the only one who got close enough to see what you're killing, or what you think you're killing. So next one, Dr. Bayard. I believe you were going to resolve a crossbow attack on one of the enemy.
Yeah, so I'll roll a d20.
Go for it, man. You hit. Now you roll your damage.
Let me check what is the damage. I can't remember.
Nice. I have it written here. Let me
It's
Oh, no, you
1d10,
have
isn't it?
heavy. 1d8, I think.
1d8.
It's a
Okay.
heavy crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy crossbow. So hit the d8, guys. 7 points of damage. Right through the little bastard. So that's 3 of the 6 down so far. Aurora, resolve your heavy crossbow attack. Alas, you miss. But you did take a shot at the enemy. Pert, you are at the top of the stairs where, of course, you get scratched by one of the flying candy cane javelins.
I got a 4. Great.
Sorry, you failed to advance. All your friends are up there having a fight, and you're still trying to get upstairs.
Flip side, no way.
Well, really, up center, partition. So, okay, guys, we are now up to, believe it or not, round 3. So, again, everyone declare your actions.
Yeah, eat your heart out.
Yeah, same thing as last time.
Pert, what do you want to do? Since you're at the top of the stairs, do you want to take an attack? Do you want to hide? Do you want to head back downstairs? What do you want to do?
He's gonna rush forward to the nearest one of those little things and try to smack it with his mace.
Okay. And of course, Lena, what will you be trying to do? Is trying to get upstairs, I assume. Are you going to continue to try to climb the center partition?
Well, but what I said last time was I was going to move off of the center partition into the part that's not moving.
Oh, talking about the left-hand side.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but
Well, you can get up to the. If that's the case, then yeah, you could easily get up to the barrier.
Okay. Well, like last time, I did a dex roll and rolled a 4 and failed. So anyway, whatever.
Okay.
So I guess I'll
Well,
try that this time and see what happens.
Okay, so yeah, you'll be able to make it up to the barrier, no problem. Once you reach the barrier, what are your plans?
Well, I mean, if I can get a line of sight on one of the things it's shooting, I guess I will ice beam it.
Not from the barrier side.
Oh,
Not from the barrier side.
Oh, right.
So-
Because I won't have a line of sight because I'm behind the wood barrier thing.
And that's a 4 for the party. Thank you, Miguel.
Can I like do the whole like acid?
This time, because you guys have a bonus and the enemy apparently does not, you actually win initiative. Okay. So let's let the actions go off. Who wants to go first?
Garfield is going to yell before he attacks.
Okay.
The yell is, the children are inside these things, and I attack the arm with the spears with my mace.
Okay. So you're going to try to do some dual damage. Very interesting. Let me double check that in the rules because I didn't really anticipate that.
Dual damage?
Subdual. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I want to smash the arm. I don't want to actually kill it. So that it can't fight back. Then we can wrestle it to the ground or something.
Gotcha. Let me look that up. I was not prepared for it.
Yeah.
I am not prepared for it. I'm looking for the rule.
Oh.
Okay.
Or I can prevent them off wheel and just smash them.
I hate to say this, it has no specific rules for subdual. Remember, this is simplified combat. So let me think of how we might do this.
Well, I mean, if I do damage to it, I could conceivably smash the arm, right, without actually killing it. So
let's do this. I'll give you a choice. You can either do a called shot or you can do subdual. If you do subdual, we'll use the usual, basic style D&D rules. You'll be at a -4 to hit, but damage would be rolled normally. However, it's not lethal damage. So that would be your choice if we're doing it with subdual.
So
or you could target a limb, but the damage done again, -4 to hit. You will do normal damage, but it will have specific effects depending upon the limb you hit. It feels like you're wanting to do subdual and not really a called shot.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. So let's do that then. Let's do that. So go ahead and roll your attack -4.
+1. All right.
Yeah,
So
true.
So -3 to yeah. Oh.
That's enough.
3 is
Yeah.
14. So all right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's enough. So go ahead and roll the damage for your mace, but this will be subdual damage.
9
And out he goes. So one of them hits the ground. He is not dead. The face mask cracks, but is not broken. And I got to roll to see how long he'll be out. One moment.
I just hope they would hear me.
Yeah.
I should roll this well in John's game.
Okay. I've determined how long he will be unconscious, or it, or whatever. All right. So you guys see Garfield the flying cat smack another one. He's kind of hitting him instead of hitting him with the lethal head end of the mace, for whatever reason, he smacked him with the padded handle up beside the head. And it goes down. It's a pretty good smack, though. He hit him hard.
Now, did they
So
hear
we
me?
didn't hear him.
I'm going to assume that anybody at the top of the stairs heard him. So the only person who didn't is Lena, but Lena is not in line of sight anyway. Lena's trying to get through the barrier on the left-hand side. So everybody else heard what Garfield said.
How many of them are still there?
There are still 2 standing. 3 are already dead. The 4th one just got knocked out. So who wants to go next?
I'm
Will.
thinking that instead of attacking, because I heard him say that, if I can, I'm going to try to approach one of the falling ones and see if there's really one of the kids inside.
Okay. So you walk over and investigate one of the corpses near you. So that's what Aurora does. How about Dr. Bayard? What do you do?
Well, I need to recharge the crossbow. So that's what I'm going to do this round.
Okay, so you guys see Dr. Bayard begin to crank his crossbow for another bolt. And let's see, so that's Garfield, Aurora, Dr. Bayard. Let's see. I guess the next question would be, Pert. What do you do?
Yeah. I can't think of the terminology, but yeah, I'm gonna try to give the one in front of me a bonk, but try not to.
Subdual damage. You're going to try to do
Yeah,
subdual.
we'll try
Okay.
that.
So roll your normal 1d20 -4. So here's the good news. There are no critical failures. But you do an embarrassing whiffra where you take a swing and like miss completely and kind of spin around, and it's like, oops, okay, I did not connect. Maybe because it's short. They're short. So,
Yeah.
that deceives you. It's like, why can't you be taller so I can hit you? So anyway, something like that. Anyway, so now for Lena. Lena, let's resolve your acid attack against the barrier.
Yeah. So what are we doing with that?
So let's see. Well, you have injected poison sap. You have thermal emissions. You have.
Yeah, it's like I bet.
Okay, where?
Well, what exactly is the barrier, anyways? I forgot to ask about that.
It is a bunch of metal and wood stuff that looks like detritus, broken stuff, boards. It's all just kind of stacked, and
Yeah.
there's actually it's been formed into kind of an actual barrier there at the back, stuff piled in the way.
Oh. So it's just like a heap of junk and not like a wall made out of junk.
There's a wall, but it's a junk plus the wall. You think that you could try to break through?
Yeah, because
Maybe.
I was gonna like try to like find a spot that I could like make a hole in it, and I guess use the acid thing to make a hole. We don't actually have any weapons. Yeah.
Or I mean, you are the weapon in some ways. If you wanted to, you could just try to burst through.
So yeah, well, so what do I roll for that?
That's a 1d20, and you get a +1 because you have a strength of 13.
That is impressive. Rolling snake eyes on D20, that is exceptional. Yeah. Okay then.
So I'm going to slam through the barrier, which you've done that before. Occasionally, you have to, use a little muscle to get things out of your way. One of the items of detritus underfoot slips on you. You don't fall. You don't take damage because, like I said, there's no critical failures in my game. But it is a little embarrassing because you just kind of end up catching yourself to avoid falling instead of slamming into the barrier. So there we go, guys. And now we are up to round 4. We still have 2 of the hideous little whatever they are. Garfield is concerned that it's actually the kids, and everyone except for Lena knows about it, and Lena's kind of over there dealing with something else. And we're now needing to have everyone declare their actions.
Also, anybody who's rolled low, don't feel bad. This dice bot was designed by a company called Owlbear.
Okay, well.
They're here to screw you. It's like fighting with the electronic dice bots. There you go. We do that all the time in some of the other games I'm playing online.
Anyway,
It's the dice bot. It hates me, and it's not really true, but it feels better.
So
because you can't punish it.
So Lena's basically just going to do the same thing she did last time.
Okay. Let's see. Garfield.
More the same.
More the same. Dr. Bayard, you will have your crossbow reloaded. What do you? And let's see. I think Aurora, you are going to check one of the bodies, so you will be able to do that this round. So you will be able to do that. Let's see, and then Pert. What was your action going to be?
We'll try to do another controlled bonk.
Subdual?
Yes.
Control bonk? The bonk of control. Yes. Okay. So had somebody roll 1d6 + 1 for the party.
Yay!
That's not bad. That's going to be a 4.
Hey, something that's not a 1.
And you guys beat the bad guys again. So go ahead and take your actions in whatever order you would. A crossbow and misses one of the 2 remaining creatures. Aurora, you go over to one of the dead ones and you look at it, and it does appear to have the face of one of the missing children, but it looks really odd. I mean, it's not just that he's dead. It's like almost like the face itself is a mask. Do you want to investigate further?
Yes. Can I make an intelligence roll
to investigate further?
Yes. Can I make an intelligence roll to try to figure out what the hell is going on?
You can. Go ahead. Oh, yes, you make it. See, guys, the dice gods don't hate you except when they want you dead. So
I thought they always wanted
you realize. So you realize immediately, Aurora, this is not one of the children. This is a part of one of the children. It's literally a dead skin mask. Something has used the body of one of the missing children or a portion of it to create whatever this is. It's an automaton. It's not a biological being. but it's partially organic. And the body of this child, one that you had been with at the Community of Harmony, you've seen this child playing out in the sun. A portion of it was used to make this thing.
I scream in horror and disgust, and I also tell the party that quickly. No, they are using the children to create these abominations.
All righty.
Children.
Lots of chat going back and forth. Let's see. So bear in mind, though, guys, you have to resolve your actions based not upon what Aurora just said, but upon what you declared your actions to be. Now, next round, you can act upon what she said and decide, do I believe her? Do I not believe her? She's one of those darn humans. How trustworthy is she? No, actually, she's not. I'm confusing that with Dr. Bayard. No, I'm right. She's also a pure human. Yeah, she's also a pure human. I'm just kidding. You all get along in harmony. Anyway, so let's go ahead and resolve, I guess, Garfield next.
Okay. I'm going to try out the other bees dice, see what they will do.
See what they do.
They don't do anything. Okay, never mind.
The only ones we currently have active are BDR, but I can add Dice Maiden if you want.
No, it's it. Don't worry about it. I'll use this thing. Hey, there's my one. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it happens, guys. Somebody gets a 20, somebody gets a 1. I will say the dice rolls are kind of all over the place today. But anyway, arguably, they're supposed to be all over the place. Ones do happen. 20s are nicer. Yeah, I know. 20s are nicer. Ones do happen, but 20s are nicer. Okay. So you go to do the bonk to one of them and you kind of flub it. You're flying, of course, so maybe he dodges at a particular moment. You just kind of whiff it. Let's see. But you manage to retain control of your mace. Of course, you're also trying to bonk him with the softer handle in, which is part of it. So that leaves us with Pert in the combat party. Pert.
Let's go.
So roll your attack at a -4 to do subdual.
3.
Yeah. So you don't whiff embarrassingly, but you do kind of barely miss it as it ducks out of the way. And then Lena, I think you're trying to burst through the left side barrier again. Yeah. Make your strength check.
It's a D20, right?
Right. Guys, I swear I'm not doing anything over here. It's just BDR hates the party all of a sudden, I guess. I might add Dice Maiden back if it keeps misbehaving so that you got at least have an alternative. So although then Dice Maiden will screw up, and then what's your choices? Anyway, so okay, so we still have 2 of the enemy standing. They are still free to attack. And they do so. One will attack Garfield, and one will attack. Let me roll my die. One will attack Dr. Bayard. So first one is the attack on Garfield. Miserable miss. Second one is attack on Dr. Bayard. Ouch, that's a hit. Dr. Bayard, you take 2 hit points of damage. All righty, guys, we are up to the next round of combat. Declared actions, please. And remember, at this point in time, you guys have heard what Aurora said, as well as what Garfield said. So decide what you believe, what you want to do, etc., and declare your actions.
Bert will go full bonk.
Well, I still haven't gotten through the barricade, so
Go try to get through the barricade. Okay. So Pert goes full bonk. Lena tries to get through the barricade. Garfield, what are you going to do?
Having heard what you said, I'm going to go ahead and smash it.
Okay. Aurora, how about you?
I think I need to recharge my bow and then I'll attack.
Okay, so you will be spending this round recharging your heavy crossbow. Dr. Bayard, what about you?
I'll drop the bow and use the knife.
Okay, so you go in for a knife attack. All righty. So everybody, somebody roll 1d6 plus 1 for party initiative. And the bad guys stink at this again. So you guys get the first attack. Let's resolve Garfield first, and then we'll do Dr. Bayard next. Garfield misses. Dr. Bayard. You hit. Roll your damage with the knife. That's a 1d4. 2 points of damage. The little thing screams and grits its teeth, but the mask never moves. So one of them is now damaged. You have stabbed it in the chest. There's no blood, but you can see some kind of lubricant dripping from the wound. Let's see. Pert. Make your attack, man. Make your attack. Alas. And then finally, Lena, see if you can break through that barrier. No.
That's
And the
hilarious.
that is hilarious. So the bad guys attack. They're both going to attack Garfield because I think he's. Well, no, actually, one of them is now going to attack Dr. Bayard because he was successful in his knife attack. So that creature will attack him. And it's attacking with its little spiked hands because you're in melee with it. And the other one is picking up his neighbor's candy cane javelin. And oh no, wait, I'm sorry. Actually, Garfield the cat is in melee, so the other one will melee with Garfield the cat. I could be wrong, but I think that actually hits. Let's see. Garfield is AC. Let me double check his character sheet. Sorry about that. AC 7, right?
Yes.
So AC 7. They would normally need. Okay. So, yeah, he has exactly what he needs.
Cool.
So he manages to stab with his nasty little grafted weapon, which is basically like a dagger. 4 points of damage. So the force screen fails with a crackling sound as it absorbs 1 point of the damage. And you take 3 points of damage, Garfield.
Okay.
And you did your job. You absorbed a lot of damage so that neither you nor the rest of the party had to absorb it. Good job. And then we have the attack on Dr. Bayard, which is a miserable failure. So here we go again. Declared actions, guys.
Which?
I think
Pert's gonna bite the thing in front of him.
Okay, Pert's going to bite. Garfield is going to attack with his mace. Aurora, are you going to shoot with your crossbow? Remember. Okay. Dr. Bayard, are you going to continue to attack?
Doesn't really seem like there's a whole much point to going through this way, so I'll just go around the other way.
All right, so you will spend your movement getting back over to the other side and coming up. And of course, you have the same instability everyone else did, but you will be able to make it. And let's go ahead and roll initiative. Somebody roll 1d6 plus 1 for the party, please. And that's a 2. Looks like the circumstances have intervened to allow the little monsters at least one more attack. So there's an attack on Garfield with the spiked hands. That's a miserable miss. Attack on Dr. Bayard with the spiked hands, which is also a miserable miss. And now you guys can take your turns.
Okay.
So it looks like Miguel missed. Bingo Man missed.
I'm rolling.
Sylvia, I think that's a miss. Let me double check.
I
No,
have a
actually, that's a
+1 to
hit.
my missile attack.
Yeah, I was about to say that's actually a hit. Good job. So go ahead and roll your damage. And Garfield hits. Roll your damage, Garfield.
Oh, 6.
That is enough. You kill one and it goes down.
4 points.
And you that is barely enough. You kill them. So now the enemy, with the exception of one who has been knocked out, are all dead. We are now out of combat, out of initiative order.
I mean, Lena.
What do you guys do?
Lena wasn't really in combat in the first place, but sure.
Well, you were in initiative. You could have burst. You could have burst through that
Yeah.
side and come out.
Yeah,
You could have.
Yeah. I tried. Yeah.
You just came from. The height of the ceiling is 30 feet, and the illumination is the same style of hollow discs. The floor is still that plain beige tile, and you still have that weird, slightly broken holiday music playing in the background. You've come out at the top of the escalator. So right around you, let's see. Let me go ahead and post this image. Give me just a second here. Let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit before I clip it. All right. So here is more or less what you guys see. So you have come out in that little area there near what's being called 2-8. You see a table directly across from the escalator. You see partitions on either side of it. You see double doors leading to something. To the north, or really kind of northwest, you see some kind of open area. And you see another opening to kind of the southwest or west. So let me go ahead and post that image so you can see what I'm talking about.
So how many kids are we supposed to be locating and saving?
You guys are pretty sure that at least a dozen children went missing. But the truth of the matter is you guys didn't get a full count before you went out. You just know there's a bunch of them.
Was it
And
all
it was
at the same time?
Well, all at the same time. So it was supposed to be a gift giving ceremony the next day, which is part of your annual celebration of harmony. And suddenly a bunch of children disappeared. And people were kind of coming into the center of the village community and complaining to the village elders, the harmony elders, that, oh, no, our children are missing. And so the children are very important to the community because they're the community's future. So that's why seeker teams were set out to find them. And it looks like your seeker team has found at least what's left of a few of them. Now, did you guys go ahead and search all the bodies, including the one who's unconscious?
I'm going to give the one in
Yes.
front of me a swift kick.
Of children. Like something took a body and started adding a bunch of mechanical and electronic bits to it to make it ambulatory.
Couple of things. One, the one that I knocked out after I pry the faceplate off, when I verify, much to my chagrin and horror, that it is in fact not a child. I'll go ahead and smash it. Then retrieve my crossbow, reload my
Okay.
Wookiee, bolt. Is my bolt still lucky, or is it finally dead?
I think what's supposed to happen, those are supposed to be expended when used, but let's roll a percentage. Call high or low.
High. Oh, nope.
Alas, this time your lucky bolt did not survive the combat. It was too efficient in going through the face of the first one you killed.
That's okay.
And when you pick it up, you can see the tip is broken off.
Right. Well, I
At
got
least
two.
it did. At least it did a good job.
Yep.
So where do you guys want to head next? So again, there is directly to your east, as the map is showing, there's some kind of double doors. They're metal. Directly across from the escalator, kind of to the southeast, is a big table with that it has a couple of partitions on either side. To the direct north, there's some kind of opening. And to the direct west, there is another opening that looks like it might be a door. And of course, lots of floor space as well. So what do you guys want to do?
Do we hear anything from any direction?
You do. You hear that weird holiday music like
Well.
the record is broken.
I mean, other than that, from a particular direction.
Now that the battle is over, you hear only silence, aside from the very irritating holiday music.
I'm gonna kind of slide over and kind of hide behind whoever is closest.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else?
I'm going to go over to the 2-8 area.
Okay, so you're going over to the table.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only about 10 feet away from you. Is anybody else going with her?
Sure. Might as well.
She's going to the double doors?
No, she's going to the table.
Okay. I was going to head over towards the double doors.
Okay. Garfield kind of flies over to the other side of the partition out of sight towards those double doors. Dr. Bayard?
Yeah, I went to the doors.
Okay, Dr. Bayard follows Garfield to the other side of the partition out of sight towards the double doors. And I think the only person who hasn't explicitly said what they're doing is Lena.
Oh, I said I was going to go with Sylvia.
Oh, okay. So Lena, Aurora, and I'll just assume it's Bert's hiding behind
Yep.
one of you. We'll head over to the table while Garfield and Dr. Bayard will head over to the double doors. So let's resolve, because it's just a little bit closer, and also I have to pick something. Let's resolve the table. So this appears to be some kind of station heaped with boxes, flat wrapping paper, and other stuff. Don't really see anything there. There's a lot of stuff piled up there.
I'm gonna go over to the table and kind of sweep the stuff off of it, see if there's anything that catches anything interesting.
Okay, so you're starting to search. What are you rest of you guys doing?
Well, just looking around because I noticed earlier that Sylvia's character, learned something by reading something we found, but I was just looking to see if there's anything else I could find like that.
Okay. All right. Sylvia, what's Aurora doing? It sounds like they're searching over there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to search as well?
See what's in the. Yes, I'm going to search what's in the table.
Okay. So
Whatever
all
is in
three
the
of you.
area.
Okay. All three of you make 1d20 rolls. Okay, so I'm seeing a 16 for Aurora, a 19 for Bingo Man Zero, and a 9 for Mar Hockman. Do you guys have any bonuses on your will stats?
Nope.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I need to do some calculations. One moment. Okay, let's see. Okay. So as you are searching through items, Aurora, uh, you come up with a pair of gloves. They look very unusual, though. Because of your very high intelligence, and the fact that you're a pure human, you can recognize what this is. It is a pair of shock gloves. It takes something called a fluid cell. So here's how shock gloves work. These are basically used in melee. They do 1d8 of electricity damage. It does allow for a save to take half, but that's what they do. They do 1d8 of electricity damage. And you are aware that the ancients made items like these. Again, you know automatically how this works.
Nice.
Bingo man, you've found an item. Let's see. One moment.
I have a negative 5% on identifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm reviewing the identification rules. Oh, I'm sorry. Aurora, the shock gloves are plus 1d8, not 1d8, plus 1d8. So if you melee, whether you're punching somebody or trying to stab them or whatever, it adds 1d8 to the damage if you connect. They don't do 1d8 by themselves. They add 1d8. I mean, you could theoretically punch somebody. It would add 1d8 to whatever your punch damage is, basically. Let me see. But I know that because of your being a pure human and your high intelligence, you automatically ID the functions of your item that you found. But what I'm trying to do now is figure out how I resolve it for Pert. Because he found an odd little item. It's like a stick that has a handle that sticks out at an angle. And on one end, it's kind of square. And on the other end, it's almost like it has a pointy little thing with a little bulb on the end. And so let's see. Pert roll 1d100.
Okay. Nope.
Oh dear.
I
So
sniff it. I chew on it a little bit.
Not only do you not know what it is, but because you were attempting as part of trying to identify it, you try to use it. Now you need to do a malfunction check. So roll a d20. Oh dear. Okay. So the thing
He's not
kind
the
of
brightest thing in the
flashes.
box.
The thing kind of flashes, You guys all see the flash and you hear like a little. So this sounds very weird. I swear this is how it works. This is why it was taking me a while to figure it out. What's happened is you just gained a random physical defect.
Okay.
So I rolled an 11 on the table. You gain jagged teeth.
Oh, perfect.
Jagged teeth. So your bite attacks now do 1d3 plus 1d4 extra damage, but you have a -2 to your charisma. So your charisma is now a 6.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. How dark is the room we're currently in?
You have those overhead lights. So it's not, I mean, there are darkened areas, but it's like downstairs. When you approach something, the lights over it come on, and it's almost like you're in a spotlight effect.
Oh,
So it's certainly brighter where you are
because like
than elsewhere. But
I'm
go
not
ahead.
sure if I mentioned this before, but is that it gets sluggish if I'm in dark.
Yeah, no, you aren't affected by that at the moment. No. So basically, your whatever your bite damage is per, you now do an extra 1d4 damage because of your jagged teeth. But
Nice.
your charisma is now a 6. The gun is okay. You're not really sure what you did. Your hand stings a little bit, and your face feels funny. But the rest of you immediately notice the jagged teeth, and it's like, ew. Yeah.
Actually, Garfield's a cat, so he sees the jagged teeth and he's like, whoa, way to go, dude.
Actually, you don't, because you and Dr. Bayard are on the other side of the partition. So, Aurora, Pert, let's see, Aurora, Pert, and Lena, you guys have resolved your actions. Aurora has some items she seems very happy about. Pert just messed with something and it gave an odd side effect, but none of you really know what it is yet. And now we are ready for Dr. Bayard and Garfield the Flying Cat. So let me take a look at the area over there. I think this has why is that not? Give me a second here. No, that's not it. Are they not listing this particular item? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out my map. Hold on. There's something I'm not seeing that I should be seeing. Oh, I see what it is. They have not listed this. Okay, so you go over to what looks like 2 metal doors, Garfield, Dr. Bayard. And they are roughly man-sized, each of them. You don't see any doorknobs. There's some buttons in a little panel on the right-hand side and left-hand side. Over the top of it, you guys see some little circles with numbers or some kind of symbols. Dr. Bayard probably knows what they are. Garfield, they're thingies. And yeah, that's what you guys see over there.
I approach the panel with the button.
Okay.
And I start pressing the buttons.
Okay. So let's see this. So you start pressing the buttons. What does this button do?
No, DD, no.
So
Vaporizes the cat.
you start pressing the buttons. Go ahead and roll your artifact check, Dr. Bayard.
Is that a D20?
That is a D100, I believe. It's a D20 for malfunction.
Okay,
33. One moment. So I believe you have. I'm trying to think. I think you have a 25% chance, right? Because your intelligence is. Let's see. Hold on. Let me check. Gotta check your sheet real quick. Dr. Bayard's intelligence is 15. So you're 5% plus 5% on your checks, and you're a pure human. Okay. All right. You're having some difficulty figuring it out, but you are free to retry. You have not triggered any problems thus far. Garfield, you can try to assist. Do you want to try to assist Dr. Bayard in his investigation of the little panel next to the doors?
I have no idea what he's doing, so I don't think I'd be of any use to him.
Okay.
I'm going to, watch out to make sure nothing attacks him. How bright is the light in here?
Right in the area you're in, you're like in a little spotlit area. So right in the area you're in, the light is good, but you go more than 10 feet away and it's a little bit darker because the lights overhead in that area are not lit.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then this round is I'm going to unstrap my lantern from the side of my backpack and light it. And then I'm going to use my prehensile tail to hold it.
Okay.
To do. And that way I have my arms free to hold the crossbow. And but this way the illumination given off by the lantern should light up the area. I realize where we are, it's no big deal, but like if we decide to go exploring, it'll be able to light up an area around us so we can see.
Okay. Sounds good. So you guys, what are you? Let's see. Let's go back to the team that was around the table full of boxes. So Bert has acquired a new ability, unwillingly, but he has acquired it. He has a little device. He still doesn't know what it is. Aurora, you have acquired your very nice pair of shock gloves, and you know, Lena is unharmed, but after searching through the boxes, you don't find anything else. So it looks like you guys have found everything you were looking for, or might be looking for in that little area. So what do you do next?
You mentioned this area has a similar layout to the lower floor. That would mean that there's probably another table off to the southeast of us.
Let's see. Looking at the map, um, you think it's a good bet that there's something in that direction anyway. On the others, it would be on the other side of the southern partition. There's a partition on either side of this big table. So, Dr. Bayard and Garfield the Flying Cat went on the north side, the north partition. So there's a southern partition that blocks your view to the south. Do you want to go around that, guys, and see what's on the other side?
Yes.
Well, I'm talking to Aurora, Lena, and Pert. I'm assuming Garfield and Dr. Bayard are still messing with those two doors.
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay. Aurora, are you still there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So you guys going to go to the around the southern partition. Okay. So let me read this to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the trash and follow them.
Okie dokie. So let me read this to you. Two closed tubes, at least 3 feet in diameter, are set horizontally right into the wall here. Each one has a sliding door on the top of the tube, about the size a pure strain human could fit in. Next to the tubes, fixed to the floor, is a 5-foot metal pole topped with a strange board of glowing gems and blinking colors. And I do have an image, more or less. Let me provide that to you guys so that you can have an idea of what you're looking at. Okay, so you can, of course, ignore the two imaginary PCs there. And unless, one of those is what Pert the mutant opossum looks like, and the other one would be Aurora. But either way, so there's these two tubes, two closed tubes, at least 3 feet in diameter, and they're sitting right there. And yeah, so that's what's there.
Hmm. I wonder what happens if we enter one of these tubes.
I pointed the side of it and it's like, hey, is that something written there?
Is there something written there?
There is. You take a look at it and you see a text. It says, Numinator! Fun, fun, fun for the whole family.
Hmm. Well, it's supposed to be fun, whatever it is.
Fun.
Yes.
I'm
Fun for
gonna. Pert's
It has
gonna
a-
crawl inside and sniff around where it, like going slightly deeper and deeper into the little tube, but not too deep.
Okay. So let's see. Let me make sure I understand what's going on. So basically, Pert is getting into one of the tubes. If is anyone else doing anything?
I'm not. I'm inspecting the tube, but I'm not going to see if there's any buttons to start it or something like that. Because fun for me sounds like dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything in this place that looks safe. So highly suspicious.
Okay.
Is it dark down there in the tube, or
Well, I mean, you've opened it up and it's got the same lighting as everything else.
does it smell like anything?
Old and dusty.
Well, same as everything else.
Pretty much in this area, although it's surprisingly clean to be something from, the before time, from before the apocalypse, before the great disaster, which has always been very vaguely defined for you. It's like the elders never seem to quite tell you exactly what it is that happened. It was just very, very bad, and it ended the world of the ancients. But you hear different stories about what it is. As I mentioned in the first session, it's never very clear. In a way, that's what you guys try. One of the things seekers try to figure out is what happened. So, okay, so okay, I get it now. Okay, so you climb into the tube, and when you do that, it's like a portion of the tube you climbed into suddenly moves. It's very weird. It's almost like there was a layer on top of it that looked exactly like it or allowed you to see through it. and now it moves and it attacks Bert. So, hey man, this is the distant future.
Yes, it is.
The distant future is a dangerous world. So let's see. Okay, so it's an enveloping attack. Interesting. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, so this is effectively a surprise attack.
Mhm.
Okay, let me make my roll. You actually have a very good AC, so you may be able to evade it and get away real quick. Hold on. No, you are not able to evade it. Okay. So you get a hit and you begin to feel the burning and smell the acrid smell of acid. Go ahead and roll against your energy saving throw.
All right.
I believe that's a 15.
Woo!
Yes, so you take half damage. So you take 4 points of damage, I believe. Give me a second here. Yes. Basically, Dr. Bayard and Aurora need to leave us playing. There's 3 of you now. Did you want to keep playing, or did we want to wait and resume this next weekend?
Well, the cat's not dead yet. I say we push on. So that's just me.
Okay. Let's see. Bingo Man and Mar Hockman, what do you say, guys?
I'm good to play a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about this? Garfield, we'll just assume that you kind of were getting bored with what Dr. Bayard was doing with those metal doors and kind of flew over to where the rest of the people were. And you met Aurora on the way. She's heading off to see what Dr. Bayard is doing. And you arrive just as Pert the opossum, the mutant opossum, gets into the tube and suddenly activates some kind of gelatinous attacker. Um, so, and
I'm gonna try
boom.
to scramble my way out of there.
Yeah. So, at this point, we will in fact roll initiative for the 3 remaining PCs. So, you guys roll 1d6 plus 1.
Bye, guys.
And it does look like you get advantage of initiative on this one, folks. So my advice would be that you declare. I forgot to ask you to declare your actions, but I think they're pretty obvious. So go ahead and tell me what you guys are going to do.
I'm gonna try to extract myself from the tube along with whatever goopy things got a hold on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna try to like grab whatever it is because like I can see it moving, right? So I can try to grab it and pull
oh
it away
yeah,
from him.
yeah. It's kind of this clear jelly-like thing that now that it's been disturbed, it's in motion. It apparently attacks by slapping out a pseudopod and kind of wrapping itself around you. So okay. So yeah, getting away from it isn't hard. I mean, you can walk away from it. The problem is that it moves very quickly.
Hmm.
So you find it is difficult to actually get away from it. So let's see. So that was, I presume, Pert's action was to try to get away from the creature.
Yes.
And Lena's action. And what does Garfield do?
Garfield, since they're congregated around this trying to deal with that, Garfield digs in his backpack and he pulls out a flask of oil and a flint and steel.
Oh, okay. So you're
Plan
going
is-
to try to light that this round.
Yeah, my plan is that once they get him out of the tube, I'm going to throw the flask of oil in there and burn this thing. Because
Okay. Okay, so it will take another attack at Pert since he's the closest guy. And it does hit.
Oh no.
Make your saving throw, Pert.
Oh no.
And you do not make it, so you take 6 points of acid damage. You notice that this stuff seems to be making your clothing, such as you have, smolder. It's a strong acid smell, and yeah, it definitely looks like it's damaging stuff that you happen to be wearing. And let's roll for the next round. We're into round 2.
Somebody else roll. I'm not rolling good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And my roll is absolutely terrible, so you guys will get to go first. Go ahead.
So he's still stuck inside the thing, right? I'm gonna try
Well,
pulling
he's
him.
not really. It's not really so much that you're stuck; it's that you're in melee with it and can't really avoid it.
Okay.
It moves very quickly, so it's and how fast is your character's movement?
Okay, so I'm just going to do like the whole like acid touch thing on it then, because I'm standing right next to it,
Okay.
I'm going to use my optic emissions eye beams and try to kill it with radiation.
Okay. Let's see. All righty. Okay. So let's see. How does that work? Uh, let's see. Let me check something. Okay.
My question
So
is, do your eye
go ahead.
beams have eye beams?
I'd be your eye beams. Have eye beams. Cute. Let me think for a minute. I'm looking here at the gelatinous thing and trying to figure out its stats. Some of these encounters, I'm having to convert them from the original system, and some of them make more sense than others when you convert them over. There's a particular thing I kind of need to make a ruling on.
Yeah,
So who has the thermal? Who has the radiation eyes?
I have the gamma eyes. I rolled I believe in
Oh, that's Pert.
Pretty-
Pert has the radiation
Yeah.
emissions. Sorry. Okay, let me
Yeah, no
take a
worries.
look here. See, the thing is, this thing has a lot of immunities because it's a jelly.
Yeah.
These things suck. When you deal with them in D&D, they suck too. I mean, it's not necessarily going to be hard to kill once you finally hurt it. It's just hard to hurt them or do much damage when you do hurt them.
Most things burn.
So 30-foot line, you do. Is it right? Is this right? You do 7 die 10 radiation damage.
I will. The way I read it is I roll a d10, and whatever the d10 is, then it's whatever class damage it is.
Oh no, you determine that when you get the power.
Oh, okay. I did that then. That was a. Go back to the chat because I did put it down in the chat when I was trying to figure it out. Back there.
Yeah, to be honest with you, some of these powers are incredibly broken.
Oh yeah. Okay, right here. Radiation class table, page 53. Optical emissions mutation. Oh, I also rolled a 9. Class 9. 9d6 damage. Fail half damage.
Jeez. Okay, go ahead and roll 9d6. And I will roll for its save. I think that it's supposedly 1 hit point of damage from non-energy attacks, but I think a radiation attack is fairly to be described as an energy attack.
So do I just click this 9 times, or is there a shortcut to do that?
You can do a /R, and you should be able to do 9d6.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so that's
45.
45 points of damage. Let me see if it saves. And it does not, so it takes the full damage. Okay, so here's where the suck comes in. It bursts, and effectively it's exploded on all of you.
No.
So each of you, sorry, dude, each of you,
Wait, the tube, how did it explode?
because you're all around it.
But it's inside the tube.
No, it's out of the tube. When Pert got out,
It was chasing
to
me.
save it. It was
Oh.
chasing Pert.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
this thing it's like an enormous gelatinous cube. It takes the shape of whatever it's in.
Wait, I just thought of something. So he did 96 radiation damage, right? Which
Right.
means he killed the fungus, but he also sent out enough radiation that he killed the entire party.
No. Fortunately for you, this is not like there is a power that's like that, by the way. But this one is more like Cyclops from the X-Men. This is more like his eye beams.
Gotcha. All right.
Fortunately for you, it's directional. There are powers that aren't, and I think some of you actually have them, where they will kill everyone if you use them. So it's like, don't use them unless you really, really want everyone to die,
Or you're surrounded. Yeah.
or you're surrounded and it's you and everybody else is dead. Basically, yeah, it's really, really nasty. And there's lots of things that radiation won't affect. It won't affect constructs. It won't affect, but I mean, this happens to be something it can affect because it's affected by energy attacks.
All right. So how screwed are we? So.
Well, that's what I'm trying. Like I said, it's the translation is a little weird. So let me see here. So I believe you guys are saving. Okay, so yeah, so this is effectively an energy attack. It sounds weird, I know, but it's like an acid splash. So you guys will do your energy saving throw. So all 3 of you, resolve your.
Oh wow!
Would it be energy or radiation?
It's energy. It's
Okay.
energy. It's an acid splash. So each of you roll your d20, and let's see how you guys do.
So we all have
Wait, what's an
25.
acid splash? When the thing dies?
Yeah, it blows up.
Oh. Oh.
Well, did you guys ever go through the Dragonlance modules? There was a monster. Yeah, there was a monster called the Draconian that had that kind of a power where, I just killed it and then it blew up and killed me. But you had to be careful how you killed them. So let's see. Bingo Man Zero got a 17. I'm assuming that saves.
Yeah.
9 does not look like a save, and then Lena needs to roll d20.
Go ahead. D20.
Lena?
Oh, sorry. That was my turn. Oh.
Yeah, you need to roll d20. You're making your save. Okay. So
yes,
2 save,
sorry.
2
It's
didn't.
like I missed who you were waiting on.
So the guy in the back who wasn't involved is the only one who gets screwed up. Gotcha. All right, makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so 9 points of damage. So if you fail your save, Garfield, you take the full
Yeah.
9 points.
Of course.
If you make your save, it's half round up, so that would be 5 points for Lena and 5 points for Bert.
I do not.
No, I don't blame you. Now, believe it or not, there was a chance, but see, she left the game. Aurora might have noticed it before you stepped into it,
Hmm.
but I think she was getting ready to go, so she didn't ask to look at it. So,
Can I shoot the weasel?
So I'm guessing the ooze it is actually just something that's not meant to be here. It happens to be here, but it's not really
right,
part
it's
of the
just it's a monster. It's one of the wildlands monsters. After you guys get through with it, you realize this is something that you've heard about before. These are kind of creatures from outside of Harmony. You remember, Harmony is the safe space. Harmony is a place that's been fully cleared of all of the horrors of the wastelands. But outside of Harmony, you do get things like this that are potential dangers. And so, let me see. Um, so, and there's various ways that you can eliminate them. But anyway, you guys did it the hard way, so congratulations. Um, let's see. So
That was not
now
fun.
the exit tube is clear. The tube is clear if you still want to get in.
I don't know, and have more fun. I don't know about that.
Are we sure it's not full of these things?
Hey, weasel, get back in the hole.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't see it,
Did
but
we
then you
see the
didn't see
first
it
one?
last time either.
Hmm.
Can I light a torch with my flint and steel and throw it
Well,
into?
in point of fact, Garfield the flying feline had already lit like a little wick for a thing full of oil. So in a
Oh,
way, I mean, you guys already have a little flame if you want to use it. For that matter, you have oil if you want to use it.
well, let's not throw oil down there to uh, burn whatever it is unless we have to. But I can
Okay.
pull a torch. I'll pull a torch out of my bag and ask
I
him
got
if
an
he can light
idea.
it for me. What's that?
How about we take the oil and we pour it over, I don't know, say a ferret and light it on fire and stuff it back down the hole?
Oh my goodness.
See,
Where are you going to find the ferret?
Well,
I am not a ferret, and I object to that idea.
because
I'm
he's
gonna
like
hide
wiping the
behind
ass
Lena.
off burned fur, you know. Ah,
Hey, I have a cousin who's a ferret. Don't be burning ferrets.
A-
Anyway.
As a mutant tomato, I don't really
Maybe I'm gonna go behind the other tube and hide from these two.
Okay.
just a thought, you know. So,
care.
So what do you guys want to do now?
we'll continue. I think. I mean, the tubes are not the only way through. I mean, we can go around.
Yeah, the tubes are just lead into the wall.
You
right.
said there
yeah.
was a panel with a bunch of shiny gem things. Were those lighting up or anything like that? Or
Yeah,
So
he
the
said it was a lighted up panel made out that looked like it's made out of colored gems.
yeah, that's right there by the tubes. Let's see. Do you want to play with them or try to activate them? So it's next to the tubes, fixed to the floor, is a 5-foot metal pole topped with a strange board of glowing gems and blinking colors.
Mm.
I like colors. What happens when I push this one?
Okay, so you're trying to use it.
Yes.
Random buttons.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the D100 for your artifact check. This
As
is going
he's
to be
doing-
this is
Nope.
going to be hilarious because the humans are not present. So this is going to be really interesting. Yes, that is a failed artifact check. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 for the results of using it without successfully making your artifact check. Oh, there we go. So you hear this weird sound like a whooshing noise. And then it sparks and catches on fire.
No more fire. Okay.
And it burns out rather quickly because you hear this wow, 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 wow. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of foam kind of blows up from inside the panel. And the fire's quickly put out. Now there's only smoke, but now it doesn't look nearly as nice. It's all kind of burned looking, and it's no longer showing the lights.
Kurt. Go ahead.
I'm hiding behind the tomato.
Yeah. I say Garfield looks over at Kurt the tomato, and I think it's Kurt. Kurt, you're the tomato, right? Your
No.
tomato's Kurt?
No, Lena's the tomato, Pert's
Lena's
the
the tomato.
opossum.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I had it. Yeah. Sorry. Losing the. All right. Well, anyway, he looks over at the tomato and he says, do you by any chance know why the ancients invented armadillos? So that you could eat possum in the half shell.
I thought armadillos were some sort of bioweapon. Only things I've heard about armadillos involve them being destructive and dangerous.
Oh well. Well, it's like a shell creature, and the story I heard was the reason why the ancients invented the creatures was so that you could eat possum in the half shell.
No,
I'm gonna hide
no,
behind
that,
the
that
door.
that doesn't sound like what I heard.
So in any event, so you guys are standing here. There's the two tubes, and there's the now burned and destroyed whatever that technology was. You're not sure what it was, but it smells burned now.
I don't know if I want to go in the tubes again, and I don't want to touch the panel again. Any other ideas?
You could pull the cat's tail. You haven't tried that yet.
So, what else is in the room?
Sorry.
Well, right here immediately, you're not sure, but now to the. Let me just go ahead and give you guys a little map of where you're located.
Cool.
Okay, so here you go.
Oh.
So you are at 2-4, which is between the two tubes leading into the wall.
Mhm.
You see a tube like the tube downstairs that Perch, you weren't here for that session, but there was a glass tube downstairs that they kind of messed with a little bit, but nothing happened. And then you see another table over here to the west. So you've got two other items over here in the other direction.
I'm gonna go over there
Yeah, check the table out.
to the table.
Go to the table. Okie dokie. Let's take a look.
Crossbow with the ready.
Unlike most of the other tables you've seen, this one isn't heaped with garishly covered boxes. There's only one blue and white box, less than a foot long and only 4 inches wide. The box appears to be made out of wood, and it has a solid metal clasp. And it seems to be rattling as you get closer to it.
Lena, what is it?
I've never seen one before. I don't think I've seen.
Garfield, open it.
What you do, guys?
Can I pick up the No, yeah. Anyway, so it's a box and it's rattling.
It seems to rattle just a little bit. It has a little solid metal clasp. The box itself appears to be made out of wood. It has a solid metal clasp, and it seems to be rattling a little bit. It's the only thing on the table. It's about 1 foot long and 4 inches wide.
It's rattling. I have a nasty suspicion it's a marmalade, but okay. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, he'll actually. You said there's like a hasp on the box, right?
Yep. There's a clasp. Yep.
All right. Then I'll take out one of my crossbow bolts and use it to pop the latch open. Holding one end of the crossbow bolt and use the other end to pop the latch open and flip it up. And then pry it up.
Okay. So basically, you unlatch the clasp.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll 1d6.
3.
Okay, you are not surprised as a swarm of spinning tops. They're technically they're what they call dreidels, which are small wooden tops.
You mean dreidels?
Yeah, dreidels. They fly out and they attack you, but you are not surprised. So let's roll 1d6 plus 1 for the party and 1d6 for the dreidels.
Well, attacked by flying dreidels. This is crazy. Okay.
Oh, they definitely win. So here we go. You are the victim of a dreidel swarm. Oh boy! Don't feel bad about the roll. It would have been. I think it would have been almost impossible for you to beat their initiative. Their initiative's a nightmare. They're fast. They're like little drills. Holy cow! Wow. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Oh no, the DM just read the monster stats. We're doomed.
Well, the DM read the monster stats, and he's like,
In
"Oh
just
my."
over 3 months' time, Windows.
So they actually missed you, man. So good one on you.
Woo!
You missed who? Everybody?
They attacked you specifically because you unlatched them.
I see. You let us free. We must kill you. Okay.
Well, you're expecting things to make sense, and you've heard of the evil genie thing where you release the genie and he says, "Oh, if you'd have released me 1,000 years ago, I'd have given you anything you wanted, but now I hate everyone and I'm just going to kill you." That kind of thing.
Also, there's the whole idea of like sometimes when things are sealed inside boxes, people put them there to keep other people safe.
Exactly. Like that one weird story. I think it was from that one Stephen King movie where they had the monster in the box stored under the stairs. Anyway, let's see.
I
So,
have to look for that one now.
Oh.
yeah, there's a swarm. The swarm attacked you. You guys can now take actions, and because Garfield is closest, Garfield, you can move first.
How big are these things?
They're dreidels. They're small spinning tops, kind of drill
I
like.
know what the dreidel is, but I'm saying are they spinning or are they flying?
Oh, they are both spinning and flying
Like through the air? Like
through
hovering?
the air. Yeah, like metallic hornets.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
And how many are there?
There's a bunch.
That doesn't answer the question.
Well, right now they're in a single swarm. You're not sure how many there are because they're moving
like
fast.
300 or
You hope not.
Wow. Well, the reason I'm asking is if it's like 5, then we can play baseball and bat them around the room. But if there's like 300 of them, then we just need to run. So,
Right. It's a big swarm.
Okay. Well, see your chuckleheads later, and I fly away.
Okay. So you see Garfield the flying cat run, and what do you guys do?
I'm going to fire an ice beam at the swarm of whatever.
Okay. So you fire an ice beam. Roll your d20. Or no, wait, actually, yeah. Roll your d20. See if you hit. It's a ranged attack.
Okay.
Okay. Somehow your beam fails to connect with any member of the swarm. Pert, what are you going to try to do?
I'm gonna hiss at them theatrically and then
Theatrically.
swing my mace at them.
Okay. Roll to hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me double check their stats. They're actually quite hard to hit.
Oh, so I probably missed.
Why do I feel like the first level PCs are all fighting 5th level monsters?
Well, you guys have actually been doing really, really well. So, but also, as you know, Gamma World is not actually leveled play. So, I mean, you will have character levels. You will eventually go up in character level if we continue to play. But
If we
the
survive.
but the problem is that you could potentially encounter monsters of any level, and everything becomes a judgment call. So yeah, actually, Pert, you have missed the swarm. Sorry, man.
That's all
They
right.
are actually rather difficult to hit. So let's go to the next round, round 2. Guys, roll 1d. Somebody roll 1d6 plus 1. It's going to be very difficult for you to beat them on initiative.
Oof.
Yeah, their initiative is 9.
Oh.
So yeah, they're super high initiative.
Well, their initiative was a 9, then there's no point in rolling. They just go first. So
Well, in theory, they could roll 1, and you guys could roll a 5 or a 6, for instance.
So when
Is
you're
it-
saying is that the initiative is a 9, you mean like 5 plus
It's
their
they're a
base.
plus. Yeah, they're a +4 on their initiative.
Oof.
Yeah, they're
We're
very
only
quick.
a +1.
So the swarm chases after Garfield, and you discover to your horror that they are faster than you are.
of course.
So they will attack. You are AC 7, but they miss you this time.
Oof.
Probably because you are dodging them like a madman. It's like, get off me, get off me. Oh my goodness. So let's see. It's your turn, guys.
You know, you could make this faster and
So-
just say that they attack as a swarm, in which case they get 300 attacks. And
Well, that's not how swarm attacks work in Mutant Future. The swarm attacks is a single entity.
So
okay.
as he's running away, do we need to chase after him to try to hit
You
these
guys
things?
will, since he is on the move, you will have to move along with him. But the good news is that he doesn't fly any faster than he walks. So presumably you guys can keep up. It's become a running battle, kind of like Sam Houston fighting at Santa Ana in Texas. It's become a running scrape.
All right, I'm gonna I guess make a mad dash toward them and take another swing.
Okay, take your swing, man.
Ooh,
And you hit. You hit. Now, what is the weapon you were swinging with?
my mace.
Your
D6.
mace. Okay.
D6 damage.
So let me take a look here.
No bonus.
Right, which is fine.
Hmm.
But let me see what I'm trying
Mediocre.
to figure out.
Immune to physical damage.
Okay. I see. Okay. I see. Okay. You can go ahead and roll your damage. You definitely hit. You hit something.
They're made out of clay. They should shatter.
You see that a couple of the tops they're shattered, and they kind of fall to the floor, but the swarm is still there. So you haven't destroyed it.
Do I get
Um,
any candy?
Alas, no, there is no candy. So next character.
Fire an ice beam at it.
Okay, roll your ranged attack.
See if it actually gets. Oh,
Ah, there you go.
Ooh.
See, it's making up for the ones you guys got earlier. See? See?
Now I need to remember what the attack actually does.
It murders all the things you intended for it to murder and doesn't
That
harm
wasn't an
anyone
area
else.
it wasn't a big area of effect attack, right?
Actually,
It's like you didn't
think
just kill the party.
I think it's a single target attack. And I just realized that I didn't actually store the uh thermal emissions. Okay, I saved the mutations information in a .txt file instead of putting it into the PDF because this is several pages of stuff. I couldn't figure out how to put it
Oh,
in. And well, because I had like 4 different mutations, each one of which is 1 or 2 paragraphs.
Well,
Anyway,
now, isn't thermal emissions an area of effect attack that affects everything in the area?
no.
I thought it was.
Says it has a 50-foot range. Um,
Thermal attack. I was reading about that.
it says generating array of cold. So it's not
array.
it's not a sphere of cold, but I think it's meant to be like a point target attack.
Okay.
So 46 to the target.
Right. So go ahead and roll your 46, and then they will get a save.
How do you get this thing to do multiple?
/R space 4d6. All right. Let me see if they make their saving
Woo!
throw.
I rolled 20 twice in 2 different ways.
There you go. And because it is an energy-based attack, you destroy the swarm.
Yeah.
And Garfield feels this flash of heat as the swarm is destroyed near you. But since he is able to target it, and because I'm not a jerk, I will not. I will not make you do a save. It did not hit you as well.
Well,
Garfield is now the flying hairless cat.
I did use an ice beam to destroy the swarm, so I guess that would help.
That's a good point. It's a cold beam. So instead of feeling a flash of heat, you feel this bone-numbing flash of cold, like someone dropped you in liquid nitrogen. But it was not directed at you. It was just near you. So you're in good shape. You're in good shape.
Well, when you said flash of heat, I was thinking you said that the dreidels exploded.
No. It's the effect, because remember, they were in melee with it.
Oh,
so this is the effect of you hitting them when they were with a ranged attack, when he was in melee with them, because they were definitely they liked him a lot. They really wanted to get close to him. So let's see.
We only got about 40 feet away, so
There you go. So let's take a look at what the information says.
And you're sure there's no candy?
Let's see. No, there is no candy. No. In fact, there was only the spinning tops of death.
Well, something
there you
did come
go.
out the back of Garfield, but I'm not sure it was candy.
There you go. So let me get you guys a picture of the map around the spinning top station. Okay, so you have an idea what's in that area. One moment. So sharing this image with you, there is to the northwest some kind of big dark globe, like dome-like thing.
What?
To the north and maybe a little bit east, there's that opening you guys first saw when you came up the escalator that leads into some kind of room. You don't know what. And there's the crystal tube to your southeast, which looks a little bit like the one you saw on the ground floor. And that's what you see where you are.
Garfield's going to fly over to the big globe of annihilation.
Okay, so you're going to go over to the globe. One big moment. So, rising 20 feet in front of you is a big clear dome of some mysterious clear material in which a frantic, whirling mass of white particles seems to storm around, kind of a spiral. You can't make out any sort of shapes or contents of the dome. It's got to be at least 20 feet in diameter. A small red clad corpse lays on the floor 10 feet away from the dome. And tied around its waist is a rope that disappears through a doorway into the whirling storm within. And again, let me get you a
I'm
little
gonna
map
follow
thingy.
Garfield to where he's going.
So the storm is trolling with a body, or I don't understand.
Okay, I'll read it to you again. Give me just a moment.
The storm is fishing. That's what it's doing. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so here is a map of the snow globe and the little body. So what it is, if you look at the globe, you can't see what's inside, but there is a little door in the side.
Ah,
And the little red clad body is connected to a rope that leads in through that doorway.
okay.
I hide behind a tomato.
Well, I mean, I do have a higher armor class.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I see the red clad body laying on the ground, tied to a rope, and the rope goes in the door, and inside there's this swarm. And the last swarm didn't work out so well, so I'm less inclined to mess with this.
Yeah, it does look quite ominous.
I mean, it looks like the red clad body is being used as some kind of a lure, and you touch the red clad body, and it yanks it inside and drags you with it, and then eats you. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm
Maybe
not
we
sure.
should go find out what the humans are doing.
Well, off to the right, is this square to the right? Is that a wall or is that a?
That is a wall.
Okay.
That's part of what surrounds. If you were to go around to the other side, that there's that little opening that you've been able to see.
But by the way,
Obviously, you don't know
have you
what's in
guys
there.
been looking at what I've been drawing in my YouTube stream?
Drawing? No.
Doing what now?
The little tiny postage stamp sized pieces of the room. I've been collecting them together and pasting them into a single map.
Oh, you're being the mapper.
Well, if you look at my YouTube stream, you can see what I've collected so far.
Is this that DD dice thing?
No.
No, that's not it.
I gotta go find his YouTube screen.
Yeah. Anyways, I have to say, it's like
Yeah, I'm not.
being able to see like a partial map of the room, it suddenly makes more sense.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
See what?
Oh, I see. You're running this on your YouTube channel as a live stream.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Mapping in the 21st century. Well, actually, what century are we in the game?
Who knows?
Isn't
far future.
Isn't that actually like one of the things that is that people aren't actually entirely certain how to properly cross
It's something like the
grading.
59th century or something like that. So yeah, it's somewhere far, 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 far in the future.
You know
But
what?
yes,
My character would still eat the Dandy Boy apples.
there you go. So what do you guys want to do?
Let's.
The part that's marked 2-7. I guess we should look at that because it seems important.
2-7?
Wait. I'm gonna go sneak around to the left there and just kind of peek into the doorway. Is that an open doorway or is it closed?
It is an open doorway, so you're going to go up and peek inside the open doorway.
Yes.
Let me just make sure I'm catching you on that one.
Where's this map?
2-2. I know you kind of fluttered away from it, but I just kind of like, I don't know.
No,
What is it?
he's talking about the map that Mar Hoffman's putting together. I think you would need to post the link somewhere, Mar Hoffman, so that other people could use it if they wanted to. But let's see. So you kind of peek inside the dome, and all you see is the swirling storm.
Just a bunch of white particles fluttering around inside the dome structure.
It's very obscured. That's all you can see. It's some kind of storm, but it's
Oh.
weird.
Like a snow globe.
Pretty much.
All right.
And
Well,
you can't really see anything inside other than the storm itself.
well,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what that
any interest
is.
to find out letting that get loose. So
Wait, where's everybody else?
Oh yeah,
Where's everybody going?
well, which direction was he running when he decided he was running away from the titles?
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter now because you're all over by the snow globe.
Well, I'm by the snow globe.
Well, my assumption is that everyone is over by the snow globe. Just you're the only one standing near the doorway. Everyone else is standing back a little bit.
Okay, apparently I mistyped something when I was copying
It's all right. I got it on my phone.
that. Oh, whatever. Do your channel. I'll just instead of typing it out the hard way, I'll just copy it.
Yeah, Mar space Hawkman is the
Oh,
name.
that's the problem.
No, it's
The font that my browser is using makes it so that if there's an underscore, it just kind of like merges with another underscore that's next to it, and the URL actually has a double underscore. And I was typing it out as a single underscore. That's what I did.
so that's not cheating as far as mapping goes, is it? Anyway,
It's slightly cheaty, but it's no big deal.
yeah, a little bit. Where is everybody else?
Y'all are over there by 2-2.
That's not
So
cheating.
and you
Mapping goes.
and Bert looked through the entrance,
Anyway,
it's slightly, and you don't see anything but the storm.
everybody else.
So someone has the a YouTube audio playing.
So and you
Not me.
and Bert looked through the entrance. And, yeah, somebody's got the YouTube channel turned on loud enough to hear it through their microphone.
Not me. There we go. No, we don't.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing now?
I'm going to fly up past. There's the 2-2 where the body is. I'm going to go to the right of the body along the wall and duck around the corner.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. So on the northern side or western side, however you want to call it.
I don't know what the orientation of the map is, so that
Well,
away.
let's just call it grid north. You know.
Okay.
Over by the cheese grater.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, whatever that thing is next to the wall.
I'm gonna go.
This
while he's
area
doing
right
that, I'm
here
gonna
to
go
the
over and
north.
sniff the body.
Okay. It's one of these little freakish things that, like the ones that attacked you. It looks like it's been deactivated for a while. It's just kind of laying there, eyes
But it's got that
staring into the darkness.
the weird umbilical going in through the door.
It's just a rope around its waist, tied with a very tight knot.
I'm gonna grab the rope and give it a tug.
And the slack is loosened.
Did everybody else go around the thing, or am I by myself?
I'm just kind of
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think Garfield has already moved on to the next area.
I'm kind of standing next to where the corpse is laying on the floor.
So there's two of you there, and one of you has gone around to the other area.
It's like I was
Okay.
kind of looking at what's in the 2-7 area, but I just haven't.
Well, you can't really see what's in there because you're not on the side where the door is.
So there's it's a partition. I can't see it.
It's a wall. It's a wall. So let's see. So I'll just go ahead, Garfield, and deal with you for now, since you went around that one corner to area 2-6. So about 8 feet up on this wall is an open square about 3 feet wide. Below this opening on the floor, you see a square piece of metal with many small holes. Beyond is a narrow tunnel into the wall leading upward. The tunnel seems to be formed of the same white clay-like material that makes up the rest of the building.
Does the thing in the floor look like it would fit in that hole?
Yeah, you think it might. You think it might, or fit over it anyway.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Huh. You know what? I just thought of something. I have my lit. I'm still holding my. Well, I have my lantern, right, and it was lit. I have my flask, which was burning, but I'm sure I put that out. So I'm going to hold up the lantern, and then I'm going to take out my mirror and put the mirror in the hole, and then use the lantern to shine light on the mirror so I can look up the hole without sticking my head in.
Okay. Well, let's see. It kind of goes in for a bit, and then it does go up, and you see. Let me see. What would you see? Okay. Yeah, you kind of see up the vent. It looks like it bends again.
Okay.
And there's various little gratings that lead off of it that all appear to be secured in place, unlike the one that covered with this one.
Right.
It's dusty inside. That's kind of all you see in the mirror.
In the dust, are there like any like tracks or prints or anything? Like anything was moving around in here? Or is it just
Well, there's no tracks or prints.
Well, because you said it's dusty, so I was figuring if there's like any the prints or anything in the dust.
There's some dust, yeah, but there are no tracks or prints.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right, so there's nothing apparently moving in here recently. So, okay,
Nothing that leaves tracks or prints.
Gotcha. Is there on my fur? Do I feel like air moving in and out?
You do not.
Huh. So the air's still.
Air's still.
What does the air smell like? Musty.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it smells quite musty. In fact, it's got this faint sour odor.
Ew. No, thank you. All right. All
Kind
right.
of a
Well,
moldy smell.
I gotcha. Yeah. I see. Well, you see, the hole's too small for me to fit in, right?
No, you could fit. It's 3 feet wide.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't want to go up there all by
You
myself.
could
So.
fit in like one person at a time, basically. It would be a tight fit, but you could definitely fit in.
Would it be big enough to fit in, say, something like, oh, I don't know, a possum?
Any member of the party could fit in one at a time, yes.
Didn't
Interesting.
hear that.
Oh, guys.
Ah, poor Pert. So going
Pert
back
hear
over
that?
to the body of the little horror in red, dressed in its very festive outfit, although obviously it's been dead for some time. Lena and Bert. Garfield has gone off somewhere. What are you guys doing?
Is it wearing a mask like the other ones?
It does have that fixed, rigid mask.
I'm just going to look at it and try and figure out whether or not it's actually a living thing or some sort of robot, or
Okay.
the corpse of a living thing, I guess you should say.
Go ahead and make your intelligence check. That's right.
Oh, I got it for
You're not sure exactly. I mean, clearly it was once. It's dead now, whatever it is.
you.
But it doesn't seem entirely organic. But without the humans there, because humans seem to know about those things, it's kind of hard for you to figure out exactly how it all fits together. You do definitely see metallic parts and little pieces of wire and things like that sticking out, but it also has clearly fleshy parts, including the face under the mask, which is the face of a child. Again, this one is one that you don't recognize.
Hmm. So what happened when he tugged on the rope again?
It was slack.
Hmm. So can we just like pull the rope out?
You want to keep pulling on the rope? Okay, you can keep pulling on the rope, and eventually the end comes out. The rope is quite cold. Um, the end of it looks like it's been cut or torn or burst at some point in the past. Um, It's weird because it comes out, but it's almost like there was a little bit of resistance, but then the resistance went away and you just pulled out the whole thing.
Hmm.
Oh well, that was weird. Garfield said something?
No, Garfield is around the corner from you.
Oh, I guess he's too far away from us to hear him.
Oh,
Yeah.
should we go find him or go find the humans? What do you think?
Yeah, let's go see if he found anything, because I don't want to climb inside that thing, and yeah, I don't know what. Let's see
Okay,
Sounds
so
good to
you
me.
guys go around the north side of that one corner of the wall, and you see Garfield is over there. He seems to be examining this vent, and there's some kind of grate lying on the floor nearby. Um, the vent, of course, it's not a problem for him because he can fly. The vent itself is about the open square. It's about 3 feet wide. It's about 8 feet up on the wall, and you can see he's got his lantern in his tail, and he's clearly looking at something as you guys come around.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go back to the corpse and see if I can remove the rope from the corpse. And what?
Are you trying to untie the knot?
Sure.
Or are you trying to cut it?
Well, I don't have anything to cut it with, so I guess it would have to.
I'll roll a 1d20. Yeah, whatever tied the knot tied it really tight.
Okay, well, I'll just grab the rope and drag the corpse over there. Then
Okay, make a strength check.
Me and my buddy. Okay.
because like
Yeah, so
I figure the rope
you
is useful, so I'm just gonna bring it to the other guys.
so you're kind of dragging the body with you. You guys get around the corner, and then suddenly you feel the rope go slack.
Hmm.
Oh.
The corpse still there?
When you pull it around the corner, you see that the rope has been neatly severed.
Uh,
Do you want to go back and see if the corpse is there?
I'm going to tell the other guys that something weird just happened. See what they think of it.
Okay. Okay. What do you guys do?
If you didn't want anything weird to happen, then you wouldn't have come with us here.
Oh boy.
I say we go continue exploring the other way. I mean, we know it's back that way. So why don't we just continue around to this side? Back to the, I mean, spatial orientation of this picture is kind of tricky, but let's see here. Let me see how I can do this.
Is the wall with the opening, is that to the north or is that to the north?
It would be it was directly across from where the tubes were.
Well, it's a
Right.
bit on the north side, then to the right is the wall, which is the east side. So the south would be the escalators. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we just
Well-
head back towards the escalators so
well-
we can walk around, check out this room that we
Well-
haven't looked at yet.
Well, if you look at the thing I stitched together, the escalators are kind of
Kind of what?
they're kind of in the middle. Because like the vent is northwest of them. The giant snow globe thing is directly west of them. The double tube thing is directly south.
Right. Okay. Sure. So what I'm saying is, in the center, there's that room which we haven't investigated yet.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
say we go investigate the room.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm with you guys.
Also,
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly, but this rope used to have something tied to it, and it's not there.
Well,
I pulled up the severed end of the rope. It's just like
how long is the rope?
uh,
That's what I was
The
thinking.
length of rope that you have, this was where you were dragging the body, right?
yeah.
And it was from the end that you had pulled out of the globe. So you went around the corner and almost immediately it went slack. So you have about 10 feet of rope.
Okay. Well, the
Uh,
the end that had the thing we thought was a corpse tied to it doesn't have that on it anymore. So I'm going to guess that that thing is not actually dead and lurking.
Oh, well,
Also, it's if it's lurking like where I think it's lurking, it's next to the room we went to investigate. So.
oh, okay.
No,
Well,
so is there a wall over there?
yeah, I mean
To
there's the giant globe and then there's that wall and that we walk through the gap between the two of them and it's probably on the other side of the gap between the two of them.
Well, what I'm thinking is if we come up by the escalator section heading back towards 2-8, then we can investigate this room, which is, I guess, 2-7, maybe. I don't know.
Sure,
It's marked out.
I guess
And
we
then,
just walk around the other side.
right. And then when we come around the far side, we're back around to the 2-3 where the globe is. And if it's back over there, we're going to ambush him because it's probably waiting for us to peek around the corner so it can attack us. And if it's actually standing there, then we'll come around behind it and then we can just,
Okay, sure.
so, I mean, it makes sense to me. So,
We'll
So,
just
anyway,
do what you said.
well, it's just an idea. I don't know. It just makes kind of sense. We're looking at the layout, I mean, I already been pounced on twice. I don't want to see it 3 times. So,
Mm.
uh,
So let's go.
all right. So we walk around past the escalator unless something attacks us, and walk to the front of 27 where you said the doorway is as a group. And what do we see?
Okay, so you're going to walk back towards the side with the escalators. So there's that narrow section between the wall and the escalator. And when
Right.
you get out there, which is just across from where the table was and where the tubes are, you do see there's an opening leading into a central room.
Right. So is it a door, or is it just a hole, like where a door used to be? Is it just like a an arch, or what are we looking at, or do we know, or
What are
can we see?
you looking at? Okay, let me go ahead and read you the description.
Okay.
Let's see. So this is an open doorway, and you see a small room.
Yeah.
It looks like it holds some kind of upright clear cylinder with all kinds of metal vines feeding into it from the nearby wall.
I
And go ahead.
I was gonna say I put my lantern. I use my tail to move my lantern in. So that I can put the lantern in front of me with so hold my crossbow pointing in the room, and that way the lantern will shine light into the room and illuminate, so we can see in there clearly.
So you walk into the room?
No, I'm standing in the doorway. I have a prehensile tail which I can move around, so I swing the lantern in front of me and shine the lantern in the room. And if I put the lantern in the doorway, then it should illuminate. I don't know how big these squares are, unless they're like 20 feet. But I mean, my understanding is they're not that big. So it should be. A lantern should have more than enough luminosity to illuminate the entire room, since it's, I gather, what, 40 feet, 50 feet.
Okay. So again, the small room holds an upright clear cylinder
Okay.
with metal vines feeding into it from the nearby wall. There is on the surface of the cylinder is something like a flat rock with lots of blinking gems and pink stones. And beside it, you see 3 big boxes, roughly coffin sized, and covered with some strange, brightly colored material.
Hmm. Shall
Yeah.
we investigate? I say to my 2 companions.
Yeah, this is.
Yes.
Okay.
There could be something in those boxes.
Yeah. I mean, who
We
knows?
we haven't figured out where those weird things are coming from. It's like they don't really seem to be like living, but they don't. They're made to do something. Made somewhere. Is this
Well,
where the
something evil lives in here because it took the faces of the children, which means it probably murdered them. And so we need to find the children before it kills the rest of them.
I mean,
And
are we sure they're not okay?
honestly, my best guess is that it already killed them all. That's my
well, I
best
mean,
guess.
if I peel your face off, would you be okay?
Well, I'm a plant. I can just grow a new face. But I mean,
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think I could do that either.
I don't think you can peel a tomato and let it live. I'm just saying, I'm just saying out loud. So anyway, okay, so all right, well, yeah, so
Give me your marching order as you walk into the room.
um, the flying flea bag pin cushion will go first.
I'm behind the
Alrighty.
tomato.
Okay. Go second again.
sure. I guess I'm going in the room.
So it's we got the flying feline first. We have the sentient tomato second, and we have the cowardly opossum third.
Yes.
That
Attack
is
So
accurate.
those. Okay.
as you walk into the room, Garfield,
Yes.
you hear a bright and cheerful voice
Uh-huh.
from out of nowhere say, "Missing your loved ones already? Give the gift of immortality."
I scream.
die? Uh,
I don't know what
Probably because he was
immortality
startled.
is.
I'm not sure what a loved one is. All right. So, all right. So, I'm a cat, So, all right. So let's see here.
Also
All
accurate.
right. So I'll walk over to one of the tube coffin sarcophagus looking things.
Okay.
And is there like a panel or a window in it, or is it just a metal box, or is it?
It's actually the boxes are like enormous packages. They have wrapping paper and bows and little name tags on them, or little tags rather. And it says each of the tags says something. Presumably either Dr. Bayard or Aurora might know, but of course you guys don't have the ability to read these things.
No.
Oh, okay. And you said it's like wrapping paper. Can we unwrap it, or can I unwrap it?
Oh, you can try.
All right. Well, I mean, I have claws. I'll just tear the paper if I can.
Yep. So you start ripping off the paper. And from somewhere, again, you don't know where, it's like this disembodied voice. You hear the voice that sounds like an old woman or a nanny or something like that saying, "Naughty, naughty children. You mustn't open your presents when it isn't time."
Yeah, I was.
That can't be good. Okay. Huh. But we don't see
Somewhere
any.
you hear this heavy clanking noise. Wang, wang, clang, clang. And then it stops and there's silence.
I am going to hide in the opposite direction of where I heard that clanking noise.
Where are you going to hide again?
I don't know.
Are you going to hide behind the box that probably has a killer robot inside it?
Was the
Okay.
clanking coming from inside the box, or was it coming from somewhere else?
It was coming from somewhere around you or overhead. It's kind of like the voice. It's a little indistinct as to where it's coming from.
But it's
Oh,
definitely.
So
It was
it's
somewhere nearby because you could actually feel the vibrations through the floor.
But my point is, it's
Oh.
not like outside the room. It's in the room with us, is what I'm saying. Or it felt like
You
it
didn't-
was.
Well,
Or-
you felt a vibration in the room, and you heard the voice inside the room.
Right.
But as to where the clanking came from, other than the fact that you heard it and felt the vibration, I mean, you can theoretically see everything inside the room.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Theoretically.
Can we see the ceiling?
picture of what the inside of this room looks like? You didn't post
Oh, have I not put that up yet so you can add it to your map?
a picture.
Yeah, that's not fair. So,
Well, since
if
he's
we
opened
see
that,
go ahead.
since he's opened that one box, do we see anything different? Like, is it like a box, or is it like?
Give me a second here, and I'll clip the map. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. There you go. And that's what you see inside the room. The room is about 25 feet by 20 feet. So it's not a huge room. I mean, it's
Can we see the
a
ceiling?
bigger room than probably most of the places you guys live in, but it's not big compared to the rest of the complex. You see there's the crystal tube with all the vines, the metal vines feeding into it, and the 3 boxes, and let me select randomly here as to which box you had opened or started opening. So the one there in the middle is the one you had started opening, and which drew then the strange disembodied voice.
All right. If I shine the lantern up, can I see the ceiling, or is
It
there
is 30 feet. It's 30 feet above you.
Right.
And you see some kind of dimly glowing hollow discs. They don't appear to be working entirely correctly in here.
Okay. Do we see it? There's nothing else up in the rafters or anything moving around there that we can see.
There are no rafters. There's just a ceiling. So far as you can
Okay.
tell, it's almost like the floor. The floor is these kind of plain brown tiles, And up above you, you also have tiles, except that they're more like white tiles with little metallic things between them, I guess maybe to hold them in place. You're not sure.
Okay. All right. Obviously it's a drop ceiling, but we don't know that. So, all right. So this, so we got the box, we have the paper off, but is the box itself is what is
It's
it?
made out of some kind of hard metallic type of material.
Oh, okay.
It does have a lid, and there's some kind of gem on the side of it, like a little blister that's just it's jet black. And it bulges out from the box a little bit. The box doesn't seem to have any latch or anything like that.
Hmm.
What happens if you push on it?
I don't know what happens.
Let's find out.
Okay, who's going to find out?
Or the black gem.
I'm gonna stand back in the corner there.
Okay. So we know Pert is not standing nearby. What about Garfield and Lena? What are you guys doing?
Well, Garfield's the one messing with it.
Yeah, I'm the one messing with it. So
I guess
Okay.
I'm going to stand outside.
Okay. So and you're pressing on the black blister type gem like thing on the side of the box. Is that right?
yeah, I have a question. Now, since I'm pressing on the black gem and I see him heading for the door, can I point my crossbow at him so if something jumps out at us, I can shoot him first?
Well, it's going to be hard for you to pay attention in two directions at once. So it's like,
No,
which direction do you want your head turned in?
Yeah, no, I'm just having fun. No, I'm paying attention to the
Okay.
I'm watching.
It feels hard but slightly warm under your hand.
Okay,
Go ahead and make an artifact check.
I failed.
Oh, 1d100.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. 68.
Yeah. So
Oh no!
you have no idea what's happening. It feels slightly warm. It you can feel yourself. It's almost like you can compress it inwards a little bit, but nothing's happening.
Hmm. Can I wait a minute? It feels like a gem, though, right? Does it have like facets like a gem?
No, it's more smooth. It's more like almost like a blister.
Like a marble or something? Or
Part of a marble. Like if you
Yeah.
sliced a marble in section and you have a little bit of it sticking out above a flat surface. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the what's in the tube? Is there anything in the tube?
So do you go over to examine the tube
Cautiously.
cautiously? What does that mean exactly in this context? Please
That
be
means hiding.
please.
That means hiding
please be
behind the
specific.
first box and then going
Okay.
over.
I was about to say if you're gonna go over and look at it, you kind of have to go over and look at it.
All right, I'll go over and look at it while he's pushing things.
Okay. So you go and you take a look at the tube. You see that there is a door, and it has a latch. You could theoretically go inside the tube, and there is that. On the surface of the cylinder again, it's this kind of flat rock-like, metal-like thing with blinking gems and pink stones. I mean, it's right now. It's just this kind of empty tube.
Hmm.
Does the empty tube have a floor?
It does.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So it's not
So is there a knob or a handle or just the little blinky things?
It doesn't have a knob or a handle. It just has the blinky things and a latch that will let you open what looks like a door that would lead inside.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna open this latch.
All right. Well, then I'll ignore my, obviously this box doesn't do anything. So I'll walk over to where they are and holding up the crossbow in case anything jumps out. Of course, they have to be invisible. And we'll go ahead, open the door of the tube of death.
How does it open? Do I fit my claws or fingers like underneath it, or do I like off to the side?
So there is it's got a what looks like a simple, handle type knob latch. You can see how it connects. Like there's a little metal piece that connects like almost like a clear door to the rest of the tube. Do you want to turn the latch?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
We want to release the
And now I get to decide, since it's nearly 5:00, if I want to leave you guys in suspense until next week or not.
Yes.
No.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I actually think this would be a good time to do that because by that time, Aurora and Bayard, which is Sylvia and Miguel, should be back, and with perhaps some other party members who are missing today as well. And that way, you guys will have a full party for what's getting ready to happen.
Because if something important is going to happen, having the other guys here would be a good.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead of them. I mean, they had already kind of warned me they couldn't play a full session today. So let's treat this more people to spread the damage. I mean, more people to solve the problem.
Well, hit points.
So yeah, now sounds like a good time because it leaves us on a cliffhanger with Pert getting ready to open the crystal door inside this particular see-through crystal tube of some kind. And
stinker.
And it turns out Pert isn't entirely cowardly after all. He also completely lacks the awareness of the need for self-protection. His survival instinct is totally damaged, along with his teeth.
He's no cat, but he is curious.
Well, possums can be curious too.
Oh yeah,
I
was tinkering with an AI and made something that's kind of sort of like a picture of my character.
What makes it so amusing is that Pert has the lowest success rate of any character in the party. He's like a 3% chance of success on a tech check. So it's going to be absolutely hilarious to see what happens.
I am an asset to the party.
Exactly.
Well, your tech chart is based on your intelligence, right?
Yeah,
your intelligence and your character type. So like pure strain humans have the best chance. In fact, I mean, basically Aurora is pretty much, because she's got an intelligence of 21, she's pretty much automatic unless it's like a really high end. If it's a really high tech device, then yeah, she still has to roll. But for a lot of the lower tech devices, she just makes it.
I have a question about that. How do you get a score above 18 on 3 dice?
Oh, because you also get, but remember, you get bonuses for your race type. So it's not that she rolled a 21. It's that she rolled a high stat that she put into intelligence and then added the bonus for being a pure human.
Ah.
Okay. Like for my character, one of my mutations actually gives me, I don't think it actually increases my dexterity by +2, but it does increase my stats just because.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the ways I think for pure humans that they kind of balance people versus because the animals and plants have all these mutations. You got the mutants, you got the mutant animals, and you got the mutant plants, and all the mutants get all the mutations. So I know in the original Gamma world, I mean, not too many people played pure strain humans because
they were boring.
It was
kind of weak.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, to be fair, first edition Gamma World, and I remember this from when I had it long, long ago. Somehow I let it get gone. Don't ask me how, but because I don't remember. Anyway, it was actually almost like an incomplete game system in some ways. And
Yep.
even though pure strain humans should have been the most important class, because the problem is that the mutants had such great abilities that the PSHs couldn't really keep up unless you were really, really strict about things like artifact checks and malfunction rolls.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the thing you have in comics when you have this guy who doesn't have any actual superpowers alongside people who can bench press trucks. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
precisely.
like you have to put in convoluted plot devices to give the a guy who can't bench press trucks something to do when the other guy just like rips the door off the hinge. It's like, okay, we're done here.
Well, classic example, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I
yeah,
mean, Star Lord is basically just a normal guy from Earth who has, an unusual background. Of course, then you find out he's the son of a cosmic god, but
Yeah.
he doesn't
that's
actually
not how
get
it
any
starts out.
superpowers from being a son of a cosmic god at the beginning.
No, because he ends up having to destroy his father,
Yeah.
which means the powers he could have had, he no longer gets them because they had to come from him. But anyway,
Yeah. For me, it
so
looked pretty much useless until Legion of Gold came out, which had additional rules for pure
exactly, and
strength.
that's what they incorporated in the second edition. So that's
Mhm.
why if you really want to play Gamma World from like way, way old days, almost nobody plays first edition unless they are also going to use the stuff from Legion of Gold. What they usually do is just play second edition because it cleaned up the rules
Yeah,
and
well,
Mm.
included all the stuff from the expansions.
that's actually one of those things people have pointed out with TTRPGs is that the first edition of any TTRPG is going to have a bunch of features that don't work as well as people would hope they
Well, it's like Jim Ward's Metamorphosis Alpha had some of the
Yeah.
same issues. I mean, and then he did first edition Gamma World basically using Metamorphosis Alpha rules. So it's the same problem, yeah. I mean, it comes across as an incomplete rule set. But I mean, second edition fixed a lot of that. And then instead of sticking as second edition, they then come out with third edition, which kind of changes things again. But anyway, that's always
would.
been the problem with Gamma World is they could never stop messing with it.
Mhm.
I was gonna say I
Mhm.
have a download I just got about a year ago, and it's 5th edition. So
Oh my lord, yeah. I mean, they're up to like seventh edition Gamma World or something
Yeah.
like that now.
What was it when they came out with opposite of fourth edition D&D with the power
That was
cards and
sixth
all that?
edition. Yeah, that was sixth edition.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do
Yeah.
have an edition of Gamma World.
I actually have the hard copy of the version of Gamma World that came out during the 3E era.
Was
And
that the alternative version?
no, Alternity was before then.
Oh.
No, that's this was the version that came out in the 3E era, and I think it was third or fifth edition. I can't remember. But what made it and basically it was D20 modern is what it was. It was
Mm.
D20 modern, and they created Gamma World as a settings book for D20 modern. So I mean they've been messing with the rule set underlying Gamma World almost from the beginning. They could
Yeah.
have just, in my opinion, they could have just stuck with second edition and kind of kept it clean.
Mhm.
But I mean, this is TSR, and they didn't know what to do with Gamma World anyway. They barely knew what to do with Basic.
Mm.
So
Yeah, actually, like it turns
uh,
out that the one that I have is actually a second edition book.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, second edition is cool. I like it. I had the original first edition box set. I got it way back in the day, and now I feel like an idiot because I let it go missing. But
Oh,
I loved having it because it was so goofy. You read through it and it's like, wow, this is goofy on steroids. They were high when they wrote this. And but it was fun. I mean, it was fun playing it, even though we had to kind of make rulings to cover for some of the problems.
Well, I mean,
But again, once you get Legion of Gold, it fixes some of that. And then, of course, second edition came out, I think, just 2 years later, 1 year later, and it fixed all that.
I guess in the case of D&D first edition, it had less issues, but the way I understand
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
AD&D first
really
edition.
needed to have like proper rulings to make the rules work.
Well, I mean, it was still the case they expected you to make certain rulings, but You got to remember, a lot of people forget AD&D First Edition, for instance, it had its combat system was built around, which they dropped completely for AD&D Second Edition. It was built around having these combat segments. So weapon speed matched directly to combat segments, and
right, because
combat.
Chainmail just had really crunchy rules for combat.
It was actually simplified compared to AD&D First Edition. AD&D
Really?
First Edition had the combat matrix,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So the combat
right.
matrix.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I always find interesting about First Edition, which I mean, people always talk about they want more realism in their games, and that was on the downside you had hit points, which was okay, not realistic at all. But the upside, which I thought was interesting, was that every weapon had a different effect depending upon the type of armor you were wearing.
Exactly. The combat
So if you're
matrix.
using a sword against somebody in chainmail, it was very different than using a long sword against somebody in, say, ringmail. And the penetration was different. Your attack numbers changed dramatically. Basically using a long
What
sword.
kind of pole arm you were using made a difference.
Oh
The
yeah,
different varieties of pole arm actually mattered,
correct.
as opposed to being this kind of oddball. Why do we have all these different pole arms when they all do the same thing? Well, in First Edition, in AD&D, they didn't. In AD&D, they were different, and they would have different effects on different armor. Armor class meant just that, armor class. So the monsters used to hit AC 0, not the players, or at least that wasn't how it was intended.
Well,
To hit AC 0 was a compromise to make it easier to figure out how to do things with monsters. But for players, it was supposed to be based on your armor.
I have in Hyperborea games actually seen a player get an armor class of -2. That was
Oh,
magical bullshit, but it did happen because someone had, magical nonsense increasing their armor class, even though their base armor class was quite high, and it's like something that would be like the better things that you would get for like a player not having magic increasing their armor class, then add magic on top of that.
Well, I mean,
well,
off
you
the
see,
top
to
of
be
my
honest
head,
with
I was going to
Go
say,
ahead.
off the top of my head, I can think of Bracer's AC2 would give you an armor class of 2 base, right? If you had an 18 dex, that would give you a minus, 3, 4 to your dex. That would drop you to a -2 right there. And then you're carrying a shield. That's another 1. If it's a magic shield, it's a -3. Or, I mean, if you stack it properly with exactly, well, actually, a shield wouldn't work with that. But if you use, say, gauntlets, no, let's see, dexterity wouldn't work. Let's see, bracer defense. Oh, and a ring of protection. That's the magic
Okay,
combination.
and he didn't have a ring of protection. He had some sort of magic helmet that gave him bonus armor class.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, I mean, okay. How about you have plate mail +4, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
plate mail
yeah.
is plate
Because
2.
like he actually had like really solid armor. I don't remember if it was actually plate mail or not, but it was like one of those like generic armors that had a really high armor.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And that's the thing. They used to call it Monty Hall back in the day, but yeah, it was. If you want to, power game and stack your character, we know somebody like that. Then yeah, you can,
Yes.
make a, you can make characters who are, just absurd, and anyway, so. But yeah, it wasn't like first edition. You're right. In first edition, getting down to a negative armor class was, I wasn't impossible. It was really difficult to do. But like second edition, yeah, you were seeing like a lot of like people walked around with a -6, -8. It was like what, So, and they're basically unkillable. And the problem with that was that you have one guy with a -8, so to make it challenging for him, it means the rest of the party gets blitzkrieged.
Well,
So.
but also is that you can also have things where the damage actually ignores armor class, which is kind of sort of a thing with a lot of magic. Is that magic is like, oh, there's a -2 chance to hit. Yeah, about that. I'm not rolling chance to hit. Suck it.
Well, yeah, magic missiles is a
Yeah.
great equalizer,
Well. Also, is like things like that stupid exploding skull trap. That doesn't check armor class either.
True enough. So anyway,
Anyway,
I think
so
Mark's
about
eyes are starting.
ridiculous characters.
What's that?
So speaking of ridiculous characters, I guess we'll see what happens with Hurt.
Yeah, like
Hurt.
part 3 is going to come out next week, I guess. Yeah. Hmm.
Part
Character
3.
It will be part 3. This is honestly run. I kind of
Yeah, sorry about that.
expected you to do it and have a high mortality count and all that kind of stuff, but instead the party's actually you've had some good dice rolls. You have accidentally made choices that enabled you to avoid certain things on the first floor that probably would have taken out at least a couple of you.
And
Um,
and then there's me, who has a mutant tomato, who has certain abilities that kind of feel overpowered, but I'm not really sure.
yeah, the plantians in this game are a little overpowered, but believe it or not, that's kind of been adjusted for. I The thing is, you guys haven't really encountered the absolute worst monsters yet. They're coming. Um,
Oh no.
but there are also some really nasty traps in this one. So, but through a variety of means, some of those just haven't happened yet. So, um, the I feel like we'll probably, if we can get a good crowd, we'll probably finish it up the next time.
Hmm.
It's not going to run for much longer because you guys have already managed to get through most of the second floor, at least in terms of exploration. I mean, there's still a couple of things you need to look into, but you haven't gotten to them yet. And then, that's. I mean, like I said, you guys kind of burned through the first floor, and now you're up to the second, and you've already explored most of that, even with some of the party missing. And there's just not that much left to the module. I think there's some fun stuff getting ready to come up,
Hmm.
but we've kind of stopped at a good point as
no.
Arch is
Fun.
about to open that door and do whatever. So, but there's been a few opportunities for stuff to screw up that you guys managed to avoid. So that's good.
Yeah,
Now
that
I have a
sounds
question for you, Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks so much for thanks for DMing.
Oh, you're welcome, guys. I'm just hoping everybody's having plenty of fun.
Yeah, this is a guess. I was just wondering,
All
are
right.
you planning, like, say, after we finish this adventure, are we planning on keeping this going, or were you planning on like this, like a one and done, or what are your thoughts? The reason I'm asking because we made two
I
characters, we'd kind of like to play them both at some point, so because
yeah.
the other one's really interesting. So,
I
but
figured we would kind of figure that out once we got through this one, see what
okay,
we have in terms of the group and what people are interested in doing.
yeah,
So
fair.
it's definitely possible. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We don't.
Okay. Well, thanks
All
for reading.
righty.
I
You
go.
are welcome, and I'll see you guys